What's up, everyone? How we doing today? Welcome to
Hello.
Dante's Discussions. Here with two special guests. First, we have Stoned Mando, Cody,
What's up, everybody?
and we have the Zoo Boy. Zoo Boy, I think you've been on every one of my live streams. Look at that.
Damn, look at that.
Co-host of the Monday Night Figure Ball. How we doing, gents?
Pros of
I'm gonna-
Dante's streams.
I'm jealous now of what Cody is. Now I got to do that. And I got to do
What's up, Cody?
parentheses Michael. There we go.
Yeah. How we doing?
So, do I need to call you Michael or Zoo tonight, bro?
Feel free to do whatever you like.
Okay, I might bounce back and forth. Okay, awesome. Bet.
Cody, have you been with Zoo on the same stream before?
Yeah, we
So-
were.
That's right. Yeah, they invited me on MNF back in like February, I think it was, something like that. Really fun time. It was a long stream.
What's up, Dante?
What's up, Dante?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember when Justin and Nate had Stoned on. What's up, guys? On
Yeah, it
their
was
show.
so
I was
fun,
like,
man.
man, that's awesome, dude. And speaking of which, so Justin, Nate, I apologize. I was set to stream with them. They actually were courteous enough to reach out for availability, and I told them that Sundays are really hard for me because of work. And they had penciled me in for Sunday, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try to make it. So for my job, it's very like never know what's gonna happen at any moment. I'm on call, and dude, I worked until 7 a.m. that Sunday morning,
Damn.
and I totally forgot to reach out to Justin and let him know, like, hey, dude, I'm not gonna be able to make it
Damn.
Dude,
I'm
I
sure you
wake up
understood, though.
at 1 p.m. my time. No,
Hey, Sam.
yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I felt
Damn, bro.
I felt like shit, bro. But
It's all
I
good.
reached out to him.
It was a party stream. Since you couldn't make it, we had a party stream. So that was fun.
I just
Yeah,
finished
no,
the
cool.
replay yesterday.
dude, those replays take take a long time. And then the Monday Night Figure Ball, you guys went for what, 5-6 hours?
Yeah. See, it's crazy because now I feel like I got Figure Ball on Mondays. I got the Yap of Us on Tuesdays.
That's right.
Now I'm with you on what is fucking day is today?
Thursday.
I don't even know what day it is. And then I think I'm doing a stream with Tommy on Saturday.
Damn,
Nice,
four
bro.
streams
bro.
this
Look
week.
at you.
Crazy.
Cool, dude.
Everybody wants Zoo. Oh man, that's awesome. But yeah,
That's
there's
it,
a couple things I wanted to talk on, and some pretty. I don't know if everybody saw this on Yak's. Yak Face posted that the Sand Trooper was going for 35. Stand by. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. And I was like, no, I mean 31. I think it was going for 31. Hold on, let me see if I can.
What's going on, everybody in chat? Figure Ball, Dante, Commander Cook, Sam. What's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah, what's up,
Thank you
everyone?
for
How we
stopping by.
doing?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can bring this.
I just want to say thank you to Alex for Dante's Toys for inviting me on. It's cool to sit here and yap with him and Zoo Boy tonight. I appreciate them inviting me on, man.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Absolutely. No, thank you. That's what I want to do with this channel is make sure I try to reach out to everybody, because in some way or another, everybody here has influenced me to do what it is that I'm doing now. So real quick, let's just start off pretty big with this
Yes, sir.
$31.99, and I don't know if this is exactly what Amazon is going to start from now on, if they're going to start retailing for $31.99, but it does seem like it's going to ship from Amazon, sold by Amazon. And if this is like real, if the prices are going to start creeping up to the 30s, that might be it, boys. I don't know what you guys feel about this.
It's definitely gonna make me more selective for sure.
Dude, that's insane. But I think Amazon is the only one to report this price hike. I don't know if
GameStop too, I think.
did they really?
Yes, as far as I could recall.
Dude,
I think tomorrow is when we'll actually know from Hasbro what's going on instead of just the retailers.
Yeah.
is that
like
what's
official
expected?
word?
Yeah,
Jesus.
tomorrow's
So-
the 9th, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 31. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm completely out, but this is definitely going to make me more selective for sure. Like, it's got to be like there's going to be, it's got to be a certain character, certain era that I'm going to show that much out for. Like, I'm going to be straight up right now. If Han and Chewie end up being that, I'm going to bite the bullet for those two. Like, I
Yeah,
need them.
I agree.
I'm sorry, but like for the more like obscure stuff like fucking Moff Gideon, I'm not gonna pay. I haven't even bought him yet for retail. It's just not quite my thing personally. For anybody that liked it, it's awesome. It's a good looking figure, no doubt about it. But this is just now it's good to see that Han is. I think Chewie's still at the same price, and then they're gonna do the pre-order price secure.
Right,
whatever.
that's what I was gonna say. It should since these figures already went up for order, we should be fine because Amazon always takes the lowest price.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because it's Chewy for 20. I was actually pleasantly surprised that Chewy was 24.
Yeah, I thought it was
because he's I thought like it's weird because the Black Series for look at the Super Battle Droid, the 2-pack, that was a great price at $39.99, and everybody was like, oh, and then the tariffs came in and up in prices. I don't know if you guys saw what Super 7 is doing with their. I don't know if you guys collect Super 7 or they're actually starting to implement an 8% charge on some of their figures, and the worst part is that it's in stock items too. It's crazy how. Where is it? How do I open it up? And then when you check out, it says like, oh, on top of the retail, on top of the taxes, there's another 8%. And I'm like, and I've seen that Mando. I don't know if you guys follow Mando as well. They've also, look right here, added starting today, I believe they're adding tariffs. And I've been watching reports online saying this might be, the end. Might be like, well, toy industries are gonna suffer.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, see.
And Dante displays that is crazy because Super 7 figures are pricey. There's no doubt about it.
Dude, me and Cody were just talking about those the TMNT, the
yes, sir. 2003. Yes, sir.
Those are awesome,
fire, bro.
But the fact that they're $55 each, it's like, dude, that takes me out right away.
Yeah,
it's gonna kill small businesses as well.
Yeah,
even not necessarily small, but smaller, like Big Bad,
like the third party. Yeah, right, for sure, dude.
Dude, a lot of people have already started canceling their Big Bad pre-orders. I think were you one of the ones that were gonna cancel?
I'll just take each pre-order. I do that anyway because I have so many things on pre-order. Every time things come in, like recently, the Biblical Adventures figures.
Oh yeah, that's right. They just released, right?
Yeah, and I made a decision then. I that's what I do every time. So really, nothing's changing with me for that. It's just that I'll be making, I'll be canceling more than I usually do. And I already canceled a decent amount, but I'll be canceling more now because I probably would have gotten the entire Biblical Adventures. Well, not everything, but everything I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered like 7 figures. I probably would have gotten all 7. But now, knowing what's coming, I had to cut things down. So now I'm only getting 3 of them.
Yeah, what'd you say? Was it say Lucifer? I forget the ones you said. And I just like
Jesus,
Trinity, basically. Yeah,
yeah, like the base.
Yeah. And I know I believe you said you were a Catholic too. So like, I totally get why you would want that a part of your.
Right.
Cool.
Growing up, I grew up Catholic. I'm not anymore.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
But I did grow up Catholic.
Oh, interesting, man.
Yeah,
we fucking Matt Murdock over here, bro.
We got a Pope today too.
We did.
Oh yeah, the fucking conclave shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Organized religion. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I don't want to offend anybody. I'm just talking shit. If you've had faith in something, I totally respect that, man. Absolutely.
I am a very, not for other people, but for me personally, I am someone that doesn't believe in anything. Just personally, I can't not. It's just who I am. I am naturally. I don't believe things. It's that makes it sound like I'm.
No. I get what you're saying.
Do you believe in aliens?
You're good.
Well, see, I do believe in aliens, but it's not because of a belief. It's because statistically, with the amount of stars and planets out there, it is
there's no way we're alone.
Improbability that we
absolutely,
are.
Alex.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Have you seen Men in Black too? They're amongst us. 100%. No, yeah. And then one of the things that because I read a lot of articles coming out lately, and like the big corporations, Mattel, I think is going to start raising prices.
Trump
Hasbro
them
starting
hard.
tonight. It's one of those things that I've already started curating my
Bring the tea
collection. No, you're good. But now with I'm not going like you said, Cody. I'm not doing the whole obscure characters. I'm not doing the whole, like now I'm just really focused. Like I love Mando, and I have a lot of Mando figures. I don't have a lot of season 3 Mando, but I have a lot of season 1, season 2. I don't collect Andor figures just because I love the show, I love the series, but they're not like toyetic enough for me.
Absolutely, took the words out my mouth, man. Absolutely.
So I'm very big on like it's just one of those things where my collection is gonna start dwindling down. It's just gonna be exactly what it is, what I want. OT prequel. What's up, Doug?
Hell yeah,
stopping by. Nah, you're good. What's up, Troy? How we doing, bud?
Hey, Troy, what's up, man?
Troy, Jabroni,
what's up? Appreciate you guys all stopping by, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, it's one of the dude collecting toys to me. It's luckily I don't know if it's happened to you guys. Have you ever? I had to play catch up. Like I literally started collecting Marvel Legends, Black Series, all this in like 2021. So I had to like catch up on a lot of stuff. But I think in those last 2 years, Hasbro has released a ton of Black Series, a ton of Marvel Legends, NECA. Everybody's like killing it. I think everybody understood that that COVID and all these collectors came out of nowhere and they were like started pumping toys. I don't know. I wasn't in the collecting game in like 2014, 2015. Zoo, you might be able to tell me. Cody, you too, was collecting like were figures coming out this frequent like back then?
I feel like it has increased. I know McFarlane especially has heavily increased the amount that they make now because the line, people would say it's just a Batman line. And the thing is, they never stopped making the amount of Batman figures that they always made. It's just that now they make an amazing amount of characters that's not just Batman. So they just heavily increased. I know Star Wars and Marvel Legends, I don't really know the answer to that because for me, I wasn't collecting comic book Marvel Legends before 2018. And I wasn't collecting Black Series non-photo reel before 2018 because there was I only wanted photo real figures. The head sculpts were just not good enough for me. So even though I've been collecting the line Black Series since 2013 when it started, I only had like 7 figures from 2013 to 2018. And then in 2018 or really it was like I guess it was 2020 because 2018 2019 I picked up a few. They didn't have like the main characters from the OT. So it was hard for me to go all in until 2020 when they did the Empire Strikes Back anniversary. And then I was like, okay, now all these mains are being brought out. So I do feel that, at least in my experience, it seems like they have more products now than they did. I don't necessarily know if that's true or if that's just my experience. But
yeah, I just think that back in the day, I didn't go to the toy aisles the way I do now. I just think I wasn't looking for something. When you're not looking for something, you don't tend to see it as much. You're not paying too much attention. So that could definitely play a part of it because I just think toy collecting now, like right now, it's a good time for me because I'm like on a, I don't know if you guys too, I'm like kind of like on a pause. There's nothing really coming out that I'm like obsessed with. I think towards the end of the years, I think like October, November, December are usually like hard years than the beginning of the year. And then there's like a nice break. Now when San Diego Comic-Con and all of these start releasing, there's going to start releasing new figures and stuff like that. But my collection, where I was going at, is that thankfully I caught up. Like my collection is like, when it comes to like Spider-Man animated series, X-Men,
hell yeah, dude,
TMNT, like all of these things, I'm like just picking up a few things here and there. And then one thing that Doug mentioned earlier about the 3.75, I've actually been hearing that it's soon to be completely over for this, scale. Just because I don't know if it's just a line that I know the vintage collection, but there's other lines that have that 3.75 inch. And I don't know. I don't think it's as desirable as it was. Like new collectors, like people that are coming into collecting, don't tend to gravitate towards 3.75 as much as 6-inch. I don't know if it's detail, articulation, all that stuff. And yeah, it's like it's a big thing. And I've been hearing it that, you know, I just think that the vintage collection. Look at the Star Wars Celebration. I think that was subpar. Right. I don't know if they're not focusing too much. I know their bread and butter is the what is it called? The dioramas or the vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Play sets and etc. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I will say that I really like that Hasbro's been focusing on the cantina and building around that. I think that, and I know when they mentioned that the there was more to come. I'm actually very happy for those that did get the cantina. That you have all of these accessories, all these things coming out to kind of like
flesh that out.
Yeah. So I'm actually very. Did you guys? I know Zoo Boy picked up too. Cody? Did you end up getting that cantina? Do you pick up vintage collection figures?
So I did not get the cantina. My buddy that I do my show with, Hyperdrive Collection 6460, he did get the cantina. I think he got the deluxe, so he got like the whole $500 set, but. I pick up some TVC. I'm mostly I have a lot of nostalgia for the old Saga collection and like the Power of the Force and stuff. That's the kind of 3 3/4 I like before I reach for vintage collection. But that being said, I do have like I got Mando's N1 Starfighter. I have the Return of the Jedi AT-AT or ATST. I'm sorry, and I have like the X-Wing Pilot 4. Like I have some TVC scattered throughout my collection, but as far as the 3 3/4 goes, it's just Zoo said it a little bit earlier. I think he said if it wasn't for the photo reel and if I had been collecting, because I didn't start until August of 2022, so if I had been collecting in the line before then, I probably would have only had like aliens and such. I probably or at least some of the photo reel characters, because I just wouldn't have been. It would have taken me out. You know, some of those like the early Luke Skywalkers and Han Solos, et cetera, et cetera. But like earlier figures like some of the stormtroopers and stuff like that, or Greedo, or like certain aliens and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like. Like if what Zeus said, he's like I had like 7 figures from 2013 to 2018. Right. That would have been me, dude. Like I've said this on my channel before, actually. But that being said, like I feel like the photo reel is really what amped up and saved the Black Series, in my opinion. Like because you can have obviously articulation is fucking cool, but if the figure doesn't look good, it just really takes you out. To me, it's like, and I guess it always goes back to like, well, if you want aesthetics, you need to get a statue, or like an action figure, you need this. Like, but it's always a balance with an action figure. You need to have it to look good, to move good, and it needs to feel good in your hand. You know, overall, that's why people like. I feel like a lot of people have started to gravitate towards imports just due to the quality. However, that being said, I still like my $25 little toys. I like I'm fine with that, but I do feel like people are wanting something a little more of quality, and I think the whole import craze that's been going on lately has kind of shown that. Like I see a lot of people talking about fucking imports a lot, but I just love my little $25 hunks of plastic. It does it for me, you know, personally.
I do think though that if this what's on screen right now, $23 for a TVC,
that's insane, bro.
No, dude, 18 is too much.
I might be
man.
Almost entirely out. I could see myself picking up a tiny handful of TVC, because 23, that's almost Black Series prices. That's more than a Black Series was in like 2019. No. Can't do that.
17.99 was too much in my opinion, Zoo. And like,
that's.
I don't know, man.
That's why I only pick up characters that go for my dioramas, because that's already pushing the limit. This is pushing the limit for me. This is something I would only pick up, key ones that I really, really need.
I think it comes down to like just individualism. Like it really just depends on how bad you want it, because you can, at the end of the day, you can always say value is subjective, like whether or not something's got worth what it is or worth less than what it is. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to pay a certain amount. Everybody's got that line of what they're willing to pay. And to me, like $35, like if we start seeing like just like what we said earlier, like I would not pay over $30 for like the Armorer. I'm just not going to do it personally. But like for certain characters like Din Djarin or fucking Shock T, like certain It's gonna suck, man. It's definitely gonna suck, and it's gonna make it. But who knows? Maybe we'll all save a lot of fucking money, and it'll like really hone in our collections on what we really like, rather than just buying it because I feel like I kind of fall into that too. You see, like, oh, fucking goddamn Bix Kaline's $10. I might as well just snag that. But like all those little 10s and 20s, all that shit adds up really quick, man. The next thing you know, you could have got a Hot Toy or a Super 7 or some shit. You know, you don't ever know.
Yeah, and Zooboy's willing to pay up to what, 80, 100 for a Jason Solo.
I mean, Jason is a special exception.
I'm fully out. No, this is too much. I think, and I always say you attract more bees with honey. When you know you charge $22.99 for an army builder, what are you saying to the community? You're not even pro like the community. It's almost where the greed. I don't know if it is greed. I don't know if it's really the tariffs, but $22.99 for a 3.75 is it's outrageous. It makes me think that if the Black Series does go to $31.99, I mean, my God, like I don't even know. And this is one thing I've been hearing too: don't sell your collection for cheap. These toys later on, if they become scarce, your collection's gonna go up. You're gonna be able to put your kids into college with these collections, bro. But yeah, when I saw that $22.99, I was like, "You're out of your mind." There's no way.
That's a little crazy.
This is actually a pretty good deal. Did any of you pick this up?
I don't have that.
This is the I think it was a Shop Disney exclusive. The A-Wing. I mean the E-Wing. This was actually pretty cool. I was eyeing this. It looks like it's a decent price right now.
It's good looking shit, bro.
And then Wilbon said it best, bro. The vintage collection, it's one of those things where the action figures are the accessories. And
absolutely.
He nailed it with that.
For sure. I would probably be in for this. This looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I like that they're doing the back to Tatooine whole thing. I really think that's cool.
Yeah, I really do. I like it a lot. I like that, they're focusing. I think did Wilbon say he picked up 2 of these or pre-ordered 2?
I know he picked up 1. I think he planned to pick up 2. I don't know if
it goes on sale, maybe.
I think he might have picked up 2. I'm not sure. Wilbon, if you're still here, tell us.
That Snow Trooper looks good too.
Let us know. Real quick, I was gonna ask you guys: did anybody pick up the pre-order did it come out today or was it yesterday? The ISB Tactical Agent.
I think that was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. I didn't pick it up. No.
I did not, because I've talked about this recently on Figure Ball. It's a a figure with a likeness, but the character doesn't have a name.
No name.
And I just don't.
You got to.
I just don't like that. I just, give him a name and then I'll pick him up. I know it's crazy. I know that's just a me thing, but.
Hey, it's you though, Zoo. That's your preference, man.
You're right.
Who are we to judge?
So,
I mean, Zoo, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What do you mean?
Yeah. Sam brought up a good point. I mean, he's debating selling his Hong Kong 77 original 12 figures. That's tough, man, because I mean, unless you're trying to, either sell them to get something else that you want, or you want to pay something off, or it seems like you're going to get good money for it. If somebody's offering you either above what resale is or a good price, maybe if you don't think you're going to get a better price. But I would say at that point, bro, things that are that antique, it's almost like a work of art, like a historic item where it's just it just, I don't know, me personally, I like to hold that kind of stuff because it just has so much value. You don't see things like that anymore.
I mean, 3.75, that is the roots of Star Wars toys. Like, I have a couple from my comic shop. I have a couple from, like, that say 77 on it, 79 before Empire. I have an Ugnaught. Like, I have quite a few, small collection of some Kenner figures that actually have some really decent paint on them. But Kenner figures, man, it's just like, no, dude. Alex, I think you're spitting, dude. You're absolutely right. It is like a little piece of history. It really is, man. Like, it's the reason why we're all doing this, and the reason that these 6-inch figures even exist, or what we're looking at now, or this is Black Series, but earlier with TVC, like the root of all Star Wars toys is 3.75. So for that, I will always have respect for that scale.
Yeah.
And just because, like, growing up, like, I feel like that's why we have the nostalgia for this 6-inch line, because I swear, dude, it feels like you're a kid holding obviously, we're as kids, we didn't know it was a fucking 3.75. We didn't give a shit about that. Like, we're just fucking playing with it. You know, it's Anakin with his fucking lightsaber. But I feel like these 6-inch figures are like the same size as a 3.75 as a child. And I feel like that's what really
100%
puts it off for me, dude, personally.
No, 100%. I remember one time watching, and they were discussing how a 3.75-inch figure in a kid's hand is like a 6-inch figure in an adult's hand.
Exactly, dude.
It brings you back to that time when you're holding and what it means. And for me, I wasn't around in the late 70s, early 80s. So the vintage figures that I collected, I was talking to Cody about this, was were the Playmates TMNT ones. So I had those. And that's why I have that nostalgia to the Playmates, or the original ones. And I like that they remake them. So I don't have the money to pick up those original ones because they go for a pretty penny. But I think when you have something that has sentimental value to you, and it's so scarce and something like that, like you almost have a responsibility either to keep that and pass it on, or sell it to somebody that's going to take care of it. I think it would be important for, especially like the 77 King Kong figures that you have, Sam, to give it maybe to a collector that's going to value them the way you would, and take care of your collection, you know, because everybody has reasons, you know, you're going to sell your collection, or and I've been seeing that people are starting to get rid of, you know, selling their collection for whatever reason. Maybe the hobby isn't there anymore. And Zoo Boy has brought that up before, where if the hobby doesn't do it anymore, like, you know, this is just a temporary thing. You know, this is not, who knows if it lasts forever.
This is a luxury to do, you know,
100%
to be able to collect these.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. As of right now, I don't have any plans of selling anything. It's hard for me to sell things just to make more money. Figures, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. What else did I see was announced? Did anybody secure the Ayla?
I skipped this one.
Yeah, I didn't find a reason. Cody, did you pick this up?
Dude, honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I think I'm done pre-ordering stuff. I just, especially with Walmart, particularly with that whole phantom charge bullshit they do, it just really pisses me off.
Target does it too.
And like, dude, I pre-ordered like over $175 worth of these card backs, and like, I don't know what happened with my card or my information, but Walmart just absolutely fumbled my whole shit, canceled my whole order, went back to go try to fill in another one. I ordered these back in March, bro. Like when I put it in the pre-order. So like,
that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So like I paid 160 something, whatever it fucking was, because I got 2 R2s on card back. I got a Count Dooku, a Kit Fisto, and then I got 2 of the Tactical Op Troopers, the 501st. So like literally 2, 4, 5, 1, over 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of, and then I don't know what happened, bro, but I just kind of put a sour taste in my mouth. And like, I see, then you put in these pre-orders, but yet people are finding them on shelves in Walmart. So it's like, what the fuck is even the point of pre-ordering? And now, granted, you might not find it out in the wild. That's the chance you take. Or like, even still, I've been seeing it lately. Like these things go in stock on Amazon or Big Bad, and they're like, it's not COVID time anymore, y'all. It's not 2020. It's like most of the time these figures have a good availability, like a good 6 months to a year after they've been put out. And I'm just kind of done with the pre-order thing. I don't know, man. It's kind of the whole Walmart situation, and that's just me personally. Honestly, it just kind of put a sour taste in my mouth. And like I said, man, I've put in these pre-orders, and I see people getting them in the wild, or they're on the shelf, and I'm like,
it's frustrating.
What's the point? Yeah. I'll just buy them when they go in stock on Amazon or wherever I see them go in stock. I'm just gonna buy them there first, you know, instead of having to go and cancel this because GameStop got it in or whatever. I'm just kind of over the whole pre-order thing. I think it's a little bit. It adds so much more stress to the situation of collecting, and to me, we're doing this to relieve stress. I'm not. I do not. I have enough. I've had enough negativity in my life. I do not need anything else to bring. I want this to be enjoyable. And I just feel like the whole pre-order thing makes me, and that's just me personally. So forgive me if I'm bitching. I just feel like I have to do a bunch of juggling. Like, well, shit, did I cancel this? What do I have on pre-order on? It's just too much for me personally, and I'm kind of done with it. But I skipped out on this. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I'll quit talking now.
No, it's good because I have the opposite view, but for the same reasoning, which is why. So that's interesting because for me, having things on pre-order is like relieves the stress. I'm like, okay, I don't need to worry about it.
No, you got one.
And then I could decide later on. So I pre-order if I think it looks cool. I'm like, yep, there we go.
Zoom was also notorious for pre-ordering 200 things on Big Bad.
Right, exactly. I probably would have pre-ordered this if it wasn't a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
Because the way I know you don't have to, but because I don't like phantom charges.
Yes.
I will use PayPal at Walmart and Target, so they just take the money out immediately when I pre-order. So therefore, every time I place an order at Walmart or Target, I only pre-order if I know I 100% want it. Because
that's fair, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
But for other sites like Amazon, Big Bad, like I'll slap pre-orders on things all the time.
Crazy.
Cody, just click it.
Cody, I'm with you when it comes to Walmart because Walmart is notorious. I mean, they've gotten better according to, and I've seen it where pre-orders now don't sell out as quick. They do ship out.
Yeah.
But then you have the issue of the shipping, dude. These card bags. That the main reason people are picking
crazy
2 of these is to preserve the card backs, and they were coming in such a like irresponsible matter of like just. I don't know if it's Walmart. I don't know if Hasbro wasn't on top of them saying like, hey, listen, you guys have to like take care of these things because obviously, you know, this is like the product, right? And they're Walmart exclusive, so you can't get them anywhere else. And the way that they were being shipped, like some of these photos, it was just egregious. Like seeing that, it's like, oh man, very off-putting. Like me personally, I didn't pick any of these up because similar to Zoo, I am kind of an opener. And I could see the draw to, you know, the card back, and a lot of people bought 2 of these, one to open or at least one to keep on card. But to me, I didn't need it because I already have her. It comes with the swoosh. The swoosh, which I think is pretty cool. It gives you another option. But I don't think other than that, there was nothing. I mean, this is actually a pretty good figure. I think you could get her for like $14. When she came out, she's a pretty good figure. I don't think there was any added deco or anything different.
It is. Would you guys agree?
Was there anything different on any of these? I know that R2 has the
soft goods on Dooku was had a little less.
It was
stitching,
worse.
I think
it was worse.
Really? Like Palpatine with the fucking throne pack with the Masters of Evil.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice until fucking Nate said something about it. And I was like, I had just gotten it like the day before, whenever that Lazy Sunday was, and then I was doing my review on it. And I was like, no fucking way. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
It makes such a big difference, that little bit of stitching, just the way it goes around the hood and the sleeves. It makes it feel more premium in your hand when you grab the old. Get you a $10 archive from fucking Ollie's, man. Like, seriously.
100%. Yeah, that was crazy. That I don't know why those practices. If by bettering a figure you actually make it worse, it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
I didn't pick any of these up. I didn't think there was a need for me personally, and then I'm also like starting to limit my collection to things that I need. So I didn't pick this up. But speaking of which, did any of you guys pick this up? This is an automatic too.
Yeah, this I picked one up.
The Magna Guard and this colorway, the paint, it seems like it has like a metallic paint to it. This is an automatic. I actually did pick this up because for whatever reason, I don't know why, I actually skipped out on the original release.
That Clone Wars one?
Yeah, I actually I hope that this one can stand, has more stability, has better articulation, just because the other one was so crappy from not personal, but from reviews that I saw. So I actually did pick up 2 of these. Did you guys pick these? Pick the Magna Guard up?
Yep, I got my one. I'll have one white one and one blue one flanking the SHF Grievous.
Hell yeah, bro!
Mm-hmm.
Gonna look tight.
It's gonna look sick. Zuboy, I gotta ask you this, and I know you've mentioned it before. Why is it that you only collect?
Hell yeah, figure ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
you don't army build?
Space mainly. Also, where do you draw the line? So for me, it's just, you know, with the exception, like I have one stormtrooper per shelf where it would apply, Like I don't have a Stormtrooper on the prequel shelf, of course.
Mhm.
And I have 2 Imperial Royal Guards because I want them flanking Palpatine on the throne, of course.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, I mean, if I happen to get a set, like I have 4 B1s, but that's just
Okay.
because I
Good
buy
number.
sets and the B1 happens to be in it. So I'm like, all right, I'll put that on the shelf, whatever. But I've only actually bought 1 B1 for the B1. The other sets, it
Okay.
was just there in a different set. Like it was a 2-pack, a 4-pack, a 3-pack.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got that set recently, the Galaxy's Edge
Yes.
pack that had to be one, right?
Yep, that was my
Oh,
4.
okay.
Yeah, this is exactly it.
How many of the super battle droids do you have, or did you get?
I have. Well, are we talking just the regular release?
Yes.
Damn,
just
Troy
the
got
regular.
9.
Just the regular release. I have 2 because 1 came in the 2-pack. I'm not talking about the
I get what you're
Geonosis one,
saying.
not the
Okay.
Geonosis one. That's a separate release to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
There was the 2-pack. It was a B2 and a Phase
Jeez.
1 clone, I think. I think it
Yeah.
was a Phase 1 clone. Yeah, so I got that 2-pack plus I got a standard release. So I have 2.
I will say too that retailed for $24.99, right?
Yeah, not a deluxe.
That was a good.
awesome.
Yeah, that was a good.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially dude, they killed it with that 2-pack with the clone for $39.99. I thought that was
Yeah.
that was sick.
Very, very good price. Absolutely, man.
So
I'd like-
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I would like to get 2 of those Magna Guards because I have one of the white ones, and I think it'd be cool to have one white one and a blue one, just because they're both seen in Revenge of the Sith. So I'd like to have one on card and then just one to throw on the shelf. But this shit right here, this shit is fire. This shit looks so good. I'm so stoked for this.
It does. Give me 1 second.
No, take your time, bro. You're good. But yeah, I know the weathering is a little minimal on it, and like, but that's nothing. You can get some black, bro, and it ain't nothing. Get a little bit of a brown. I've even seen people use shoe polish too. I like the shoe polish method. You just fucking damp that shit off and then just wipe it off. I'm super lazy with my washes. Like, I do not take my fingers apart. I lather that shit on there, go to town. But I think the weathering is a little lacking. That's the one thing I could say. But I love the 2020 Stormy. The one thing that it would be cool to get an updated Stormtrooper, I would say, just to bulky it up, like make him a little bit more chunkier and throw bicep swivel. That would be a damn near perfect figure, and I think it would go toe to toe with the Phase 1 Clone Trooper any day of the week. Like, because to me, the Clone Trooper has the edge, and especially the Phase 1. Obviously, we all know the Phase 1 doesn't show the chin the same way. Like, this figure just looks. This is one of the best figures in the line, dude. This Phase 1 right here.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Like, minus the proportions. Like, I know it's not super theatrical or whatever. That's just a good looking fucking action figure, man.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But
And yeah, if it has the same articulation, it's gonna be awesome. I will say this: I love that orange box.
the
Sand
Paul.
Trooper. Yeah.
Oh
it's just-
yeah.
the weathering, it's so unique. I actually have a
Mhm.
couple of these. I actually sent one to Bobcat too. He got it yesterday.
Nice, dude.
Very unique, bro. All the paint apps were very unique, and it varied from figure to figure. And I'm sure this is gonna have that dot matrix type of weathering.
Oh, you think it will?
I would have to assume.
I hope it's
I don't
not.
know. It would be cool.
It
and
probably
if
will
anybody-
be. Yeah.
If anybody in the chat can agree or let me know if this is going to be what type of paint apps it's going to bring. And then also the Mayfex. So I know a lot of people love that Mayfex.
Doug.
Andy.
That was a Doug's comment. No.
I don't know. Okay, so I know that Zoo, you have a couple of imports.
Yep.
Cody, are you big on imports when it comes to Star Wars?
So my first imports were actually R2 and 3PO.
Ooh, how are those? The SH figure arts, right?
Yes, I love them, dude. The lines, the paneling on the R2 is super crisp and tight. I love the I don't even want to call it a gimmick. It's more of a feature to change the light.
Yeah, you press it. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I love the way the third leg comes out, and
damn
the metallic
back
blue,
in heat.
yeah, I got him right here.
Hey, yo.
The metallic blue on him is just this is an exceptionally painted figure, and just the paneling on it super tight, super clean. Don't get me wrong, I love the Black Series, but this motherfucker right here though, This shit
Yeah.
clean, bruh.
Yeah.
This is an awesome looking figure. But I also do have the 3PO. He is here. Let me grab him real quick. I actually have him. I've had him for a few months, and I need to review him.
That's sick. Yeah.
This just looks. I've been wanting to build like mine a definitive 77 crew. So I wanted to pick up as I get older, I have a weird nostalgia for R2 and 3PO specifically, just because that's the first two characters you see in A New Hope 77. And
some argue that they are two of the most important characters.
I think, dude, R2 is, if it wasn't for R2, bro, dude, who knows where the universe would be, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
R2 is the main, R2 is him, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He's that guy. Are you guys picking up the Sandy?
I'm picking up one.
I would like to pick at least one, maybe two, depending. I might paint one of the pauldrons like white or black or something.
Now I have a question. Sure. If they're $31.99, you're still picking one up?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because Amazon locked in the price.
Oh, okay. Oh, so for the 20, is it 24 or was it 26?
It was 24.99. So
okay, nice.
It's
nice.
Price is already locked in. It's all good. We're safe.
Oh yeah. Now this is. I didn't even realize this was a new helmet until I forget who I was watching. And I was like, oh shit, it is. But this looks. The proportions of the helmet look a little bit better, but I think this is going to be.
This actually looks really good too.
On fit, and then it's a soft. Where do y'all think they get that? Like, what makes them choose between soft goods for a comma and the hard? Like the Phase 1 Rex, they did him with the soft goods, and then you got this, what the fuck makes them choose?
I would love to know the answer to that.
Same, dude. Like
randomly they decide. I don't know. I'm sure it's not random. I'm sure there is some.
I'm sure there's there's gotta be some reason. Yeah. I wonder obviously I would think the soft goods would be more expensive just because of the time of the stitching and being able to cut it out and glue it to the figure. Whereas if it's like a soft plastic, you literally it's either attached or sculpted to the belts or whatever, and then it's just a part of like you just paint it or what the fuck ever they do to it, depending on the character design. But I like that they did the soft goods. I'm not ragging on like the Bakara, even though they had the whole ink bleed situation. I think the soft goods looks good. I like the feel of it, but it's something about that Phase 1 Rex. I don't have it yet. That plastic combo just looks fucking good, man.
Dude, that Phase 1 Rex, it still hasn't come in because I pre-ordered it on Big Bad.
Nice.
Dude, I've heard nothing but great things about that figure. A lot of people thought that it was going to be super limited, the articulation, but it seems like it works pretty well. And with this one actually looks pretty badass too. I love, and I think Coffee called it out in the stream when you guys were on on Tommy's. He even said, "Is that a new helmet?" And yeah, they called it out. They're like, "Yeah, that's a completely new helmet." You still see the chin. It is going to be a chinner, but it seems more proportionate to the body. So people are happy with that.
Yeah. Wilbon's Mrs. Wilbon thinks soft goods are soft garbage. I can see why she would say that though. Like I understand why she has that opinion for sure. And yeah, dude, Hot Toy, that's just next level, bro. You can't. That's hard. You can't do that, Wilbon. Come on, bro.
Yeah. That's peak, bro. That's gonna be 24 versus 300.
But I do get what Mrs. Wilbon is saying. Absolutely. I just feel like we were just saying about the Phase 1 Rex, I just feel like that hard plastic has a little bit more of a premium look to it and feel personally.
And honestly, I actually like to vary soft and hard plastic depending on what kind of character it is.
Oh yeah, dude. Case by case.
All case by case.
I was about to say case by case basis.
Yeah. Not on Jedi robes though, right, Wilbon? Yeah, Troy's a man.
It depends because I do like the hard plastic robes on the SHF Ben Kenobi from the first Star Wars. So I do like that. I know Mr. Coffee is probably gonna he is getting the newer one with the soft goods robes. So I'm likely gonna buy the hard goods one from him.
Nice,
I think I prefer because I would never take the cloak off Ben Kenobi. Mm-hmm. So I would just prefer the look. But if you prefer the dynamic, for my Black series, I do like taking the cloaks on and off depending on how I want to pose them. So
Yeah.
I
You like
do
to
prefer.
unclothe your
Yeah,
action figures?
exactly.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I mean, if you saw the recent figure ball, you saw what I did with my Willy Wonka.
Oh God.
Oh my god. I will say this too, because I know Landspeeder Luke is a big advocate for plastic robes, and I will say that the best example, and spoilers for what we're going to be talking about later, is this Leia. How these robes, how she looks so good.
Chef's kiss right there,
You
bro.
can also make the
Love
argument that Shakti in her soft good robes
Bro.
also look really
Perfect
good.
execution on Luminara and Shakti. As far as soft goods go, you are absolutely right, Alex. You're spitting, bro.
It's like, is it jarring, like having both of these in your display where one is plastic and one's like this? I mean, no, obviously they're going to be different displays, but it's crazy how you can do both and knock it out of the park. Both. So I love that.
Yeah, dude.
I like that. It doesn't have to be uniform. My whole collection doesn't have to all be soft goods or hard plastic or anything like that. So
I think it's cool that like Hasbro's showing their versatility with both sides, and I actually like when they use the hybridization, like what they did with Sidious, having the hard plastic hood with the soft goods. Now, I somewhat inhibit. Obviously, you can't get a lot of the neck range or like head movement, but it's so aesthetically pleasing. I just feel like it was the right call because I just feel like if they did any other hood other than like what they did on Mount. Had they did like a hood like they did for Malgus on that Sidious, I think it would have been like even better than what it already is. I already enjoy that figure, but I like how they kind of showing their versatility for sure, man. But there's something to be said for both. But for Luminar and Shakti, even in the Geonosian Arena and Attack of the Clones, like they kind of like they get into like a deep lunge when they first like are getting into their thing. Now Shakti not so much, but well yeah. Now that I'm thinking back to the scene, yeah. So like the soft goods would be nice for, but then again you go back to Leia and it's like the way where they cut her skirt, it just opens and flows so well,
Yeah, it looks nice. But I will, and this is the cool thing about toy collecting, right? We all have our opinions. Actually, I would have to. Oh yeah, she's magnificent. She's I would have to disagree with the Palpatine because when I did my figure review, even though it's a good figure, I actually believe that this is more jarring when you have the plastic, with the soft goods.
Okay,
but when it comes to Malgus, I think the execution on Malgus was phenomenal. I think Malgus has the best hood combination, because I made that argument that if you want to pose your Palpatine, the hood, it's only one way, right? You can only literally do it one way. As to the one with the soft good robes, you can actually do it however you want. If you want to cover the head more, if you want to make it more visible, you have more options. So like the playability for me, the play factor, the changing it up, I actually like it more. But like I said, Cody, it's case by case. A lot of people love this figure. A lot of people actually enjoyed that. I think I think the vast majority of the community actually agreed that the plastic hood was the better way to go with
I think it was, and Alex, everything you said, dude, I think right when you left, I brought up Malgus, everything you just said, you just kind of validated me on my feelings. I am in the camp, though. I think it was the right call. Unless, Alex, I was just telling Zoo in chat, unless they did it like how they did the Malgus hood.
Oh, yeah.
I think the plastic was the right call. Yeah, bro, absolutely.
That would be peak. It's just, to me, like sometimes like it's crazy how I don't know if the priorities are different. I don't know how Star Wars, and I would love to have Brandon here one day if he's able to talk.
I'm sure he will one day, man. He's hopping mine, dude. I'm sure he's gonna hop on yours at no time, bro. It's only a matter of time, man.
Yeah, let's hope. I would love to know why is it that the Black Series absolutely kills it with new media, and then with something as important as Anakin Skywalker on two occasions, one when Episode 1, the baby Annie, that he only came with a backpack, that's it, and the Anakin with the reuse on the legs, of the Ahsoka one, the Clone Wars one. It's why are you not going to invest more on such an important figure? Like,
Yep.
especially look what Revenge of the Sith did recently. Like it's doing so well. People love, prequels, and I know when they first came out there was a lot of hate, but it's like, dude, invest in in the hero. Well, he's not so much the hero, but invest on such an important character, and this upsets me. And I don't like to like be too negative because I'm actually very thankful that the characters that we have, but it's like Anakin. Like, why do we invest so much on Skeleton Crew? Like those kids, they had awesome paint apps, awesome accessories, all that, and then Anakin, the chosen one, it was just like
that Disney budget. Yeah.
I'm
new
sure
media.
I'm sure it in part has to do something with that. Like either they get more funds to allocate for budgeting towards new media, like let's get those molds, let's get new molds, new this, new that, paint apps and all that. But at the end of the day, they don't sell well. Let's be honest. Like a lot of them, actually, I don't know. I would say I think the Skeleton Crews did sell pretty good, huh?
They did sell okay, man. Because dude, you're like you were saying, it comes loaded with there's so much in that box, and I feel like that's where a lot of people they look at G.I. Joe, which is made by Hasbro too.
Oh, yeah,
it comes, and I know licensing is different from Star Wars, and I get it. Like Hasbro owns the rights to G.I. Joe, so I get it's a little bit different. But you get a G.I. Joe figure, and the whole box is packed with fucking shit. All hands, accessories. In the Black Series, we feel a little bit limited, but I don't know, man.
It also
Sam, open your Shock T, brother. What are you doing? Sam, you're missing out, my guy.
Yeah.
Open that baby up, bro.
Unless you're an inbox collector. If you're an inbox collector, I get it. But nah, dude, she's a phenomenal.
If you're inbox, but dude, that's the paint on Shock T just blew me away. Oh, man.
Yeah. That's when the Black Series, when you're like, bro, if it's insane. Yeah. It's how good she is. They just knock it out.
And the Leku is probably that is probably what impressed me the most is the Leku. That being the softer plastic. We've talked about this for years with Ahsoka, man. So this just adds so much to the posability with this softer Leku. Yeah. And then I like that the Montrals going up, they're there's no give to them. But then I really like how they did that transcendency from the obviously you can see this is all solid her Montrals here. Then the Leku is super, super pliable and soft, but this is
100%. And Robo did a review on Shock T, and he said the same thing, that he thought that the Lekus were going to hinder articulation, and no, they did it geniusly. It was just they was soft, it's malleable, it can move it around, awesome. And he's awesome.
His vibe, man.
What's up, Bobcat?
I didn't grow up. Hey, what's up, Bobcat? I didn't grow obviously I'm somewhat newer to collect. I've been collecting seriously 3 years. I've had a lot of these the older, when I was younger, me and my brother, we had the older Toy Biz figures and stuff like that, and Jack Pacific wrestlers. I obviously we all had toys growing up. That's partially why we do this now, but I feel like I lost my train of thought there.
You're good. It happens to me all the time.
Oh, bro, I am. Bro. It's bad with me, my guy. I am notorious for that.
Oh man, but yeah, same thing with. Oh look.
I trimmed up a little bit, Bobcat. I made a mistake and I had to restart the canvas here. I was like, well, it's gonna be 100 ICC. Fuck it.
That's funny. No,
thanks everybody for coming by and
I appreciate it.
Showing some love to Alex's channel, man, hanging out with us and Zoo tonight. I love doing this, man. I love talking about toys, but appreciate everybody in chat tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Feel free to leave a like.
Hit that like button.
Yeah, please do.
Troy, I know again, bro. Sorry,
but honestly, it's one of those things where they knock it out. I'm happy when I get a figure. I'm happy. To me, I know accessories are really big for a lot of people, especially I'm imagining that toy photographers do a lot. Are you guys of the crew that uses a lot of the accessories that come with your figures? Like Zoo Boy, are you constantly rotating hands? Are you constantly rotating heads?
I just give me what the character really needs, and I'm good. So I would prefer though force hands for Jedi, because I would always I would do one lightsaber hand, one force hand. That's how I would That's why I think
Dante's Button.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think I prefer alternate hands over alternate heads.
I've heard that before.
But it also depends on how it's done, because a lot of Marvel Legends figures, again, I'm not complaining because I pay for it, so I'd want more bang for my buck. But I have countless accessory bags of Marvel Legends accessories that
Yeah,
me too.
I'm transitioning from bags to like a filing box.
Nice
accessories in the box.
But
overall, I don't really have that problem with other lines. It's mainly just Marvel Legends. So I feel like I'd want more accessories than Black Series, but it doesn't need to be insane. But even then, if I look at something like, the imports that I have, I love that even though I don't use a lot of the accessories, the accessories that I do use are there.
Yeah.
So I display my Mafex Luke with a hand like this.
Yeah.
The Black Series Jedi Lukes don't come with a hand like that. So that's, even though that's really the only accessory out of all the other hands that I don't really use, that hand is important to me. So I'd rather get it like Mafex will give you than Black Series won't.
No, dude, something as simple as this can add something as simple as an alt hand can add so much flavor and vibe. Yeah,
100%.
Totally changes a figure.
Yeah, 1000%.
I know you're getting the maximum Spider-Man. What are you planning on? How do you plan on setting that up, dude? Like, do you have anything in mind yet for that, or?
I have it already. So
shit. Nice,
dude.
You will see when we get to our favorite figures of the year. Spoilers.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Sweet, dude. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm curious to. I was really contemplating picking that up, Zoo. I just couldn't quite pull the trigger, man. But I'm glad that you got it, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
You opened it?
I did. I have it on display. Well, I usually have it on display right here. But
okay.
It's on my desk now. You know what? I'll just show it. I'll just show you.
Fuck, show it. Oh yeah, dude. I actually like that web accessory a lot, Zoo.
Yeah. This is actually, I gotta give credit where credit is due. This is Mr. Coffee's pose. When he came over my house, he posed it. Although it wasn't much different than mine. Mine, instead of like one hand like this, I just had both of these. Double webbing.
Hell yeah.
It's the same basic pose. And I just like that. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, you can't really. Yeah, maybe a little bit. On my Avengers shelf right here, there's Spider-Man, and he's in a pretty cool pose. I like that. That's the kid Spider-Man. I like that the Maximum Spider-Man is on like a bigger buck. So it makes sense for like a Spider-Verse shelf.
Yeah.
But not really an Avengers shelf because Spider-Man will be younger there. I guess it all depends on your shelf on if you want an adult Spider-Man in your Avengers, go ahead.
Right.
Just
actually, Zoo, actually. No, you're totally right though, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, and one thing that Dante's displays brought up was that paint to me is also very big.
Yes.
Sculpt paint.
Yes.
Just when something lacks paint, it's just so noticeable. It's very like. So to me, when you go, that's why I love NECA so much because they just go all out with their figures. Like I was bringing up the Donatello, the TMNT.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it's just insane the amount of detail. Like, bro, it's up to the point where the head, like if you look underneath, it's kind of hard to see, but he's wearing like underneath his chin, he's got like the appearance from where because obviously there were costumes and the headpiece, it even showed that line. Like they even have that detail. Like that's incredible. That to me is like a NECA. Like every time they don't have the best articulation. We all know that.
Right.
But you don't buy NECA for articulation. You buy SH Figure Arts. You buy imports. You buy Mafex for that. Reveltech, all that stuff. But to me, it's like when paint goes so hard, it makes it look so real. And it's one of those things that, I'd 100% agree.
Yeah, NECA's sculpting and paint is goated. There is NECA is the next level when it comes to paint and sculpting, dude. Like you were saying, like articulation, not so much. But you're not like you said. NECA is like that collectible. That's not really an action figure per se. NECA is straight up collectible shit, man.
100%. Zubor, do you? I know you're big on paint and sculpt over articulation, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If we had coffee, he'd disagree, but not. I think coffee wants a little bit of everything.
No, I actually think coffee would. Yeah, but I think coffee would agree because even though he loves his articulation, I think he would prefer sculpt and over articulation, just because I can't imagine unless you're someone that does, crazy cool toy photography. I think sculpt over articulation is really what most people prefer. It's just that maybe I'm more on the extreme angle where I would be okay if Black Series figures posed like NECA. Most NECA figures don't have great articulation, but they have amazing sculpt, amazing paint. So
would you say that McFarlane is not at the level of NECA, but you can make the argument, especially those Batman movie figs that came out, that they have pretty good detail, face sculpts, paint for the $22.99, $19.99. Like McFarlane is, I know that a lot of people shit on McFarlane and they talk bad because of pins and all that, but when they do a figure right, bro, dude, they knock it out, bro. Yeah, that Batman, the
Nightfall
Batman, bro.
Yeah,
it's incredible, and they've done the ones that they did for the Dark Knight. It's actually a really good fig. So I feel like McFarlane. I know people talk about it, but when they do something right, you got to give credit where credit is due. So
I wanted to add.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, because I'm going to change the subject. So go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you and Zoo had me thinking about something earlier. I was talking about sculpted paint, and like, I feel like a lot of people don't quite understand. Like, you can have an incredible sculpt, and the paint be off, and it is just going to absolutely throw it, dude. Paint can you can take a bad sculpt with good paint and make it look better. But if you have a good sculpt and bad paint, the sculpt and the paint, man, it's just like they have to go hand in hand. There's got to be a good balance. Because, like, dude, I seen a fucking incredible Kingpin Marvel Legends repaint, dude, and they made it look like a lot more like Vincent.
The actor that plays him.
Oh my god, bro! I'm if I find it, I'll send it to y'all, bro. It is one of the best and it's on the Marvel Legends sculpt. He just enhanced it with the paint. I forget the name of the creator, man, but I was just blown away by that shit, dude. So paint, basically what I'm trying to say, and then we can move on to the next thing, is paint can just absolutely change or insanely enhance a sculpt to the next level. But that's all I was trying to say.
Do you guys customize your figures a lot? Do you guys do customizations?
No.
So
I'll let you answer.
I love what Commander Cook does. I think Cook is a master at what he does in his craft.
Yep.
And I know there's people
Very
that
talented.
do. I think Nate has done a couple of customs and paint jobs and other things. I just don't have the touch, the patience. I rather just have a figure come how it is, display it.
Yeah, it takes some finesse for sure, man. You gotta, man, absolutely.
Real quick, going to Doug, I haven't seen that. I know it's been hitting some Target stores, the Batpod and the Batman. I'm assuming actually we can look this up real quick. I'm assuming it can, but I'm not so sure. Let me look this up real quick.
I know the new McFarlane, the new 89 Batman, or not 89 Batman, but the Batman Returns that's coming out with the Danny DeVito Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, Christopher Walken, Max Shrekwave. I know that one, like, the sculpt of the cowl is more accurate to the movie, like, because people were kind of tripping about the single release Batman 89 having neck articulation. To me, it's just like, just don't articulate it, but I get what people were saying. I get it. People want a more theatrically accurate sculpt of it, and that's fine. So I think the new one, it is that, and I think it looks really good. So I'm pretty psyched about that. I'm gonna pick up those for sure, man. I wanted to ask Zoo, are you going to pick up those Penguin Commandos, dude? I was kind of
Yeah,
curious.
Those look pretty cool.
Okay, I got you, dude. Cool. What about you, Alex? Do you have any McFarlane, bro?
Yes, I do, bro. I actually
gotcha.
picked up. So I real quick, Doug. I don't know. I feel like if it,
Oh shit.
we're gonna have to see because it does seem like it's lacking. Where the
sick.
head can go all the way up. But when it comes to McFarlane, yes, I do collect. I have I'm very nostalgic to Batman '89, Batman Returns. So I am gonna be picking up that Penguin, that Catwoman, all that for sure.
Hell yeah, bro.
I actually have McFarlane. I have a little set over here, like a display set, and they're over here. So I had like the Justice League. My ideal Justice League is like retro. I don't know why I'm like so into retro stuff.
That's cool,
like
man.
retro looks, like the appearances.
Yeah.
I know the chase figure for that Wonder Woman was the more retro look, like the colors were a little bit more vibrant. So I have this Wonder Woman. The other one was more like retro.
Oh,
Did you end up
dude.
getting that Wonder Woman?
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, dude. So I have Wonder
Oh, bro.
Woman. I picked up. I know this is actually not accurate, or not super accurate to like a retro cyborg, but I thought for my display,
cool, man. Yeah.
He does really well. And then I have real quick.
I can't wait for that Beast Boy coming out, dude. I want a Teen Titan section, man. Hey, that looks good, man.
Yeah,
that
bro.
looks
This
good.
actually this came out really, really good. I didn't get the Aquaman because I thought the Aquaman kind of looked off a little bit.
Proportion, yeah. The chest is a little thick. He a thick boy.
And then, I mean, I do have the Batman Forever, all of those, the movie ones, and then this Batman to me is the best Batman.
Oh yeah, bro.
McFarlane has done.
Yeah, that shit's sick, bro.
It's so
I love
badass.
Call Batman. It's great.
This Superman is amazing. It's really good.
Matthew Shaver.
The new
Action
Superman,
Comics, baby. That's
bro,
yes.
Bro, that thing has gotten so much praise, bro, and I haven't seen it rolled out everywhere.
What do you think about the blue, like dry brushing on the hair?
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
it's so comic looking, bro.
That's what it is. It gives
I love
me
it, dude.
comic vibes, and let me see if you can capture
I
it
got
there.
two of them. Yes, dude, that looks so good. Now, the one thing that I don't care for is that, and I know it's just the way the more metallic paint on the. That's the only thing I don't care for. I wish it was more like matte paint.
What's up, Psycho?
What's up, y'all? Hey, Matthew Shaver and Psycho.
Oh, nice, you found it. Okay, cool. What's up, Psycho? How we doing, Matthew? I need that Wonder Woman. Yeah, that Wonder Woman. Honestly, bro, she came.
Can you show it again, Alex?
And yeah, of course.
And awesome,
she comes with a ton of accessories. Hold on, let me make myself big.
I seen the newer version Wonder Woman. I forget the actress's name. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. That Power Princess, though, the Marvel Legends, a lot of people turned her into a Wonder Woman. I don't know if you ever seen the Power Princess.
I think so.
Bro,
yeah.
Do you know how much she goes for in the aftermarket? She goes for like 110, bro.
Damn.
I don't have her. Yeah, it's insane because it's arguably one of the best female action figures any line. That Power Princess is amazing.
Hell yeah, dude.
I do collect and then I also have the cars. I don't know if you can see the Batmobiles. I'm a huge vehicle guy, bro. I have the 89, I have the Batman Forever, I have
hell yeah,
Tumbler. I didn't pick up the Batman and Robin one. I don't know why it has that sheen, that gloss. It threw me off.
I feel you.
One that I do want to pick up if I get it for a good price is the I was a big Batman Beyond guy. I'm sure not a lot of us were Batman. Yeah. Dude,
McGinnis is the shit, bro. For sure. Other than I'd say Dick Grayson and maybe Tim Drake, and Terry McGinnis is the guy, bro.
Yeah, Terry McGinnis is that guy, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
I love Batman Beyond, so I'm actually gonna pick that up eventually. But
nice, man. Cool.
But yeah, I know for sure. Real quick, did anybody pre-order? Let me see if I can get this on.
That's a good looking Jordica right there, but I did not pre-order this.
I'm very excited about this. I love the Jedi Survivor repaints.
Cool, man.
Now that this pack is coming, really the only one I want
Those are cool, Doug.
is
Hell
the
yeah, dog.
Commando droid in this same color scheme.
Bro,
we
did you guys
did
see
get the gold
that the 3-pack with the Super Battle Droid, the Gaming Greats one, was
I
on
have
sale
that
for
one.
half off?
Oh, nice. Well,
May the 4th.
honestly, I was happy with retail, so half off is definitely great.
Yeah, dude. I was like, and actually, I didn't pick it up. I'm curating my collecting, and even though it looks cool, I'm not, I don't need it, so I decided to pass on by. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even played
Doug does
Survivor
have
yet,
it.
but Fallen Order was amazing. I'm gonna play it eventually. It looks good, man. That's a good. The Jordica, that is a top 10. Just the engineering on that figure alone
Amazing, bro. It was my
blows
favorite.
me. Yeah, it's so ahead of its time, man.
It was, dude. If that had a little bit more paint apps, I know it has paint apps, but if it had more paint apps, the engineering that they did with that figure, I know it doesn't roll. But
Yes.
you can actually, like, there's some creators that were able to get it into a pose where,
Yeah,
Yep, for sure.
that's exceptional, dude. It really fucking is.
I got
man.
3 of them, bro, because I think the
Damn.
joy to me is like, yeah,
Nice.
it's a feat in engineering, like toy engineering. Like if you like look at something, even like
yeah.
the pistons, like they like move and they go. It's incredible, honestly.
You got
Yeah,
somebody
see,
from Australia in here.
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Ronnie?
Today from Australia, lads. Brand new sub. Mind if I hang
of
out?
course.
Fuck yeah,
Hell
dude.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, Ronnie. Yeah.
Thanks
of
for hanging
course.
out, man. Thank you,
Thanks for
Ronnie.
coming in, man.
Because I don't army build, this is my way to get other of the same droid, like repaints, and I just like how that looks more on the shelf. Like just they're slightly different from each other, all repainted. So I
Right.
love the CIS Separatist droids. I will take any and all repaints of any of those droids, whether it be from Jedi Survivor, Republic Commando, the villains, Clone Wars, whatever.
Now, Zoo, you played all these games,
I
or
did.
do you just like the look? Yeah. Okay. See, yeah, I've played Jedi Fallen Order or Fallen Order. I still have to play Survivor. Great storyline. Great. I love that. To me, it's like it just adds to the lore, Star Wars in general.
Yeah.
But real quick, how about did you guys pick up? Are you guys into role playing type helmets or lightsabers or anything like that?
Not really. I have Darth Vader's saber, Revan. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Darth Vader's saber,
Long day.
Darth Revan's saber, and a Galaxy's Edge Disney saber that I built when I went to Disney World. Then
Cool, man.
That's cool.
Helmet-wise, I have Darth Vader, Din Djarin, and Darth Revan. And
that's cool.
That's really good for me. I don't really see myself picking up any more lightsabers or helmets.
You're a huge Knights of the Old Republic fan, right?
Exactly.
And that connection that you have to Revan and all that you've always mentioned Revan. I think Revan was your first hot toy too, right?
Yep.
Bro, when it comes to like an actual character, Revan is like peak, bro. The story going to dark, back to light, the costume, the mask, the hood, the lightsabers, bro. He is like peak, bro.
I agree.
He's so badass. Yeah, I'm not a big helmets. The only thing that I got like related to anything like this was a C-3PO helmet. But you don't wear it. It's one that did you ever see it in Galaxy's Edge?
Yes, I saw it recently when I went. It looks so cool.
It's so fast, bro. It talks. It even goes like
undress it.
Yeah, and it goes evil too. The eyes turn red and it talks. Yeah, dude,
that's awesome.
Yeah, my wife gave it to me for my birthday. I actually have it down here. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, let me see if I can move the mic. Are you able to see it? Let me see if I can rotate the camera view.
Make my screen big. Yo, because I would love. Oh, bro, yes. Oh,
yeah,
dude. I am stiff right now, bro.
Bro, it's so badass. Yeah,
God, that looks so good.
I love it. I love that thing.
That's incredible, man. I love how you have it next to the little R2 as well. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, they have to be together.
Love it, man.
Let me.
I'm about to get some glass cabinets like that very soon. I like your lights in there too, man. I'm about to.
Bro, I
I'm about
got
to do some
super
light
lucky with those cabinets. Those are the IKEA ones, and honestly, I got them when they were still like $60. And then one of my buddies moved. He moved away, so he gave me 2 of them. My brother-in-law had another one. He's like, "Hey, bro, you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll fucking take it."
Damn
those lights, bro. Those lights are the hockey pucks that they sell on Amazon. Like a 5-pack is like $20.
Yeah.
So that's all you need.
They make sure you get the rechargeable ones.
Hell yeah, fuck that battery shit.
Yeah, nah, fuck.
Or
that
the
shit. Dude,
wiring.
I had the one. I had the batteries. It required 3 AAA or 3 AA.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
ass. Dude, they burn out in a 2-hour session, and you have to rotate them.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I got the ones you charge up. It's sick, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the route I'm gonna go to, man. Those look good. I like
Hell
that.
yeah, especially because your display, Cody, your display, the light,
it's a little dark,
bro. It gives like life to your display. It's fucking weird. How lighting
all up in here,
and your display is so badass, especially. And I want to talk about your dioramas later. What you do, and I've been seeing your videos lately on how you make these dioramas and all. And I gotta take some pointers, bro, because honestly, to me, that's an art in itself.
Thank you. Hey, dude, if I can, you could do it, bro. Anybody can do that shit. It's so much fun, and it's just like, it's just about like letting your mind escape and just wander and just having fun with it. It really is super. And the more you do it, the more comfortable and better you get. You start developing your own techniques and methods. Like, it's a really nice, almost like, I guess I don't want to say mindless thing to do, but you can just like really escape for a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
but you need patience too, because what if you do something wrong or like, to me, I mean, paint is easy because you can just paint over it. So you don't really have to, but at the same time, it requires a lot of patience. It requires
for sure.
Let me see. I'm in your page right now. Yes, real quick. I'm gonna.
Oh, cool. No, Ronnie, don't apologize, man. Y'all have the best fucking accent ever, dude. I was Steve Irwin for like 5. I love animals. I'm sure Zoo does too. He's very obviously his name is Zoo Boy, but I was Steve Irwin for fucking 5-6 years in a row as a kid, bro. I'm not even shitting you. Steve Irwin is the fucking man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, he is, man. Rest in peace.
Oh, bro, you're bringing up this fucking dumbass Stoned Mando, bro. I hate his shit.
Guys, give Stoned Mando a follow on Instagram.
Thank you, dude.
Also on YouTube, he does a lot of reviews. He talks action figures. And look at this display. So just real quick, just run through this on how you guys, where do you get the material? Where do you get all of this? Look at the detail.
So honestly, man, all that is like, if you order anything out of the mail and you get like extra the harder styrofoam pieces, or you can go to Hobby Lobby, pick this stuff up. Dude, it's styrofoam and toilet paper. That's all this is. And then obviously like the aquarium plants I bought, and then like you can see a little bit of the red. I gave a couple of them like a red and orange wash just to add a little bit of color to it because it looked a little too green. And honestly, there's some, like you were saying, Alex, like a lot of patience. Like this took me about a week to do, like, because obviously the glue and the paint, and then you can't really tell with that stream, it's actually got like a little bit of glue in there. And when you're looking at it in person, it's actually got like a depth. It's got like some depth to it, and it looks really nice. But I still need to put some black paint on. You see the white edge on there? Yeah,
I see it.
If you put some black on there, it would really give it a little bit more of a clean look. I've just been lazy and had a lot going on. I never got around to it. But these right here, bro, if you're a Jurassic Park 3 fan or just a Jurassic Park or dinosaur fan, these Nanmu Raptors are fucking phenomenal. This is this is the most highly articulated Raptor on the market by far, and it is just the paint on these. You're talking about, this is like NECA level paint and sculpting, but this is like an import for dinosaurs essentially. And like these things are just, they're phenomenal, dude. These are works of art.
Are these Hammond collections, or no? Which ones are these? The Raptors.
So these are actually by a company called Nanmu, and it's actually an import company.
Oh, okay. And how much do you go for?
So each the one on the right, the White Queen, that is the female, she goes for about 55, and the male on the right, that is the Blood Knight, he goes for about 60 on big. Now I don't know if anything's changed with the tariffs or anything, but those two Raptors are from Jurassic Park 3 specifically, and They also do have these set
underappreciated movie. I know, underappreciated. A lot of people didn't like Jurassic Park 3 when it came out. But
No,
it has its charm to it. It has something.
does.
It does. Especially the Spinosaurus. That was a badass,
the
bro.
production was rushed. It is definitely a weaker film as far as the original trilogy goes for Jurassic Park. But like you, it's just so much nostalgia there, man. And like the Spinosaurus, it was like the new big. But dude, they literally took the Tyrannosaurus Rex all and made the Spino the logo. That was a big deal for even in 2005, bro. Like I was a kid and I was like, what? Obviously, I didn't say this, but as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing taking my Tyrannosaur off this fucking Spinosaurus ass bitch? And then they fucking killed it.
Yeah, that shit took me out, bro. I was like, no way,
dude. Yeah, bro.
I love Doug trolling in chat.
What did he say?
What the fuck, they men and dinosaurs.
Saying a bunch of comments. I love
that.
Hey, bro, you never know, Doug. We ain't found no fossils of us yet, bro. But
did you guys hear about that?
only 6,000 years old.
The white wolf that they brought back after like thousands of years.
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Yeah, bro.
Technically, it's
not a dire wolf.
Not actually a dire wolf,
right?
It's still a gray wolf, just with the genetics to make it look like a dire wolf. There's no actual dire wolf DNA.
Alex. It's honestly just like Jurassic Park. Like, you know how they use like the frog DNA and the other reptile.
Yeah,
it's literally like it's not a pure blood of it. It's like piece. It's like you're missing the puzzle pieces and you just jammed it in. Kind of. It's like genetic coding. Those guys, what they did is extremely phenomenal. There's no doubt about that. It is a feat of science and mankind. But like Zoo was saying, it is not technically a dire wolf because that gene, it's gone. Once something is eradicated, it's gone forever. Unfortunately, it's just the way of the world, and it's just how it is.
Holy smokes!
Oli here got stuck by a stingray just the other day. She drove herself to the hospital. That's some bad. That's a bad granny, bro.
Or some,
bro, bad granny, badass granny, yo. 7 inches. That's a long bar, bro. No, yeah.
That's insane.
She made it.
That's some insane shit.
Granny,
but yeah, go. Feel free to follow Cody. He's doing some good work.
Thank you, dude. Thanks, man.
Real quick, so I know that the Monday Night Figure Ball crew spoke about this 3-pack. Awesome. I think to me, any pack that has any type of troopers or any type, I think it's good, especially army builders. Did you guys pick? Yeah. Well, did you Zoo Boy pick this up, or by any chance did you pre-order this, or are you thinking about getting this?
Yeah,
it's a good pack.
It's sold out pretty.
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
Yeah. So
shit.
Wow.
I managed to get it, but I know Wilbon wanted it, but wasn't able to grab it.
It's kind of cool. It's sold out, though.
I didn't even realize it was in the sell out because I would have ordered one for Wilbon for sure if I knew, but I didn't even think it would. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it sold out before it went live for everybody else. It sold out in the Pulse Premium thing.
Really?
Damn. That's crazy, man.
Which is good because I'm
impressed.
I don't like Pulse, or rather, I don't have the Pulse Premium membership. The only time that I ever get it is when there's a HasLab.
Yeah, it makes it worth it. It's literally the shipping. It pays
exactly. So that's the only reason I have it. But if there wasn't the HasLab Cantina where I got it, then I wouldn't have been able to get this set. So thankfully, I was.
This is awesome. This is just pure OT goodness, man. You got three of the most iconic fucking designs of Star Wars ever. You got the Snow Trooper, which is very reminiscent of the Galactic Marine, the OG Sand Trooper, and the Scout. Man, the Scout is honestly. That was one of my brother's favorites growing up when we played the 05 Battlefront. That was like his favorite class. So that Scout Trooper just always hits my heart, man. It's so underappreciated.
Now, is there any new here that you guys know? Anything new?
I have no idea.
The Sand Trooper is a new figure. I mean, it's based off the Stormtrooper mold, but it's new.
Yeah.
Does the Scout or the
Snow is true.
Have anything new?
It's the Snow Trooper Commander. So it's slightly different. I know for one, the shoulder plaids are basically flipped. I'm not sure if there's any other differences, but definitely that.
Interesting. I didn't even notice that. Oh, I see it, Commander on there now.
This I actually picked up. Go ahead, Zoo.
I would say I appreciate it. I just saw, Ronnie, that you subscribed to my channel as well, so I appreciate that.
Awesome,
If
Ronnie.
you
I
like
really
Last
appreciate
of
it.
Us, Ronnie, I do Last of Us streams.
Yeah,
on
we
my-
might talk about it today. I have some things to say about that last episode. I didn't see your episode, Zoo, so I do have to watch it. So,
Ronnie, thanks for subbing to me too. Thank you for subbing to us, man.
yeah, Zoo, you can spoil the episode, just don't spoil your episode.
Uh,
Oh, dude, thank you for subbing to me too. I seen you did that last week. Appreciate you, man.
Bro, I could not believe you know how when you make your channel you can put like you advertise other channels.
Yeah, yeah.
I was doing that and I was putting your channel into like channels I advertise. And I was like, what the fuck? How am I not subscribed? I don't understand.
Oh man, I don't
know.
It happens, bro. It happens.
I swear to God, I remember subscribing to you. So something must have happened where I misclicked something and I unsubscribed, then I had to resubscribe because I know.
No, do hear me out, and bro, I'm not sweating at all. Just thank you for subbing back to me and figuring it out. Anyways, that's all I care about. But I've actually seen. It's funny you mentioned that, Zoo. I've seen people mention like YouTube's actually admitted to this that there's like they get random reviews and like help feedback where people are just like randomly unsubscribed, or like some of the higher like people that they'll randomly lose like hundreds of followers, and they're like hitting up YouTube like, yo, what's up? And they'll tell them it's like bots or something. But like,
yeah, I'm a bot account YouTube.
yeah. It's a thing where people like automatically somehow get unsubscribed. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying I've heard of that happening. That's all.
Zooboy just didn't sub.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, actually, Zooboy hates the Snowman Lore. He hates my channel.
There you go. That's what it is.
Hates reviews.
Oh my god.
Does he smoke marijuana? Nope. Unsub.
I'm out. Did any of you guys pick up this the Obi-Wan? I did pick this up too. I'm not a vintage collector, but this card back, I had to get it. And actually on Amazon it was $16.99. So
hell
if it
yeah.
would have been the $22.99, I don't know. I might have picked it up.
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
Ben. Yeah.
See, it's character selection, bro. It matters who it is.
Crazy. Yeah.
I think this is crazy that this is the first Ben Kenobi for TVC or old.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
They don't have
that.
the client.
That's wild to me, man. That is crazy.
Where's the client? Yeah.
Right. Exactly where Hunter is.
Yeah.
At fucking Ollie's. I'm just kidding.
Can you make the argument though? This is also to help the cantina out too, and all these things.
Totally.
Yeah, 100%.
Totally, man. I love the card back so much.
For like half a second, I was like, should I have backed the cantina? And
had you second guessing?
Right? If anything, I'll make Zoo an offer he cannot resist. So
I like the yellow too. It pops.
Well, I got the two, so.
Shit.
Yeah, so we all pre-ordered this, huh?
Yep.
I did not. Like I said, I'm done pre-ordering stuff. But if I see this, I would absolutely. This is a day. Anything I've said this on I say it on my channel all the time. Anything prequel or OT day one pickups. I will support OT specifically. Even TVC, I would buy this, and I'd probably keep it on card honestly because I don't really have like a. I have TVC and 3 3/4 scattered throughout my display. I don't really have a dedicated section, so I would probably just keep this on card and have it looking sexy up on the wall. With handsome Sir Alec McGinnis here. I just love the card backs, man. They look so good.
Doug, at $16.99, did you see that Stormtrooper is going for $22.99 on Amazon?
For now though.
For now.
I snagged it at the original $16.99.
Oh, damn.
So that was good.
Yeah.
It went up.
Hell yeah, Troy.
Heck yeah. Let's see what else we got over here. Ooh. Did anybody snag this?
This is kind of, I did not. This is kind of cool. I gotta admit, this is pretty rad.
Yeah, the Kenner style.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
I was super hyped for this. I picked this up.
Hell yeah, Zoo.
Is this still available, Zoo?
I don't think so. I think it's sold out. If I remember.
Damn! Holy shit! Really?
Anybody get this?
3 3/4 inch playing no games, bro. People showing up for TVC. Holy shit!
Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, Zoo Boy. He's gonna sub and he's gonna start watching maybe.
Ronnie, I did the same.
yeah.
I don't watch Last of Us either. My brother used to play the games growing up, and I'd get freaked the fuck out watching him. But I will jump over in Zooboy's chat and just give him a like, type him in the algorithm just to get it out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like, dude. I support everybody if I can. Man. That's just me, you know. But
yeah, I love probably my favorite thing about doing this, streaming, all that is just being a part of this community. I love the community that, you know,
yeah, man,
this little hobby has built up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I definitely have to give it to you, Zoo.
Can't wait to hang out with everybody at
ICC. We'll talk about that in a few too.
Yes,
and Zoo, I think Zoo and Cody too, because your collection, you like to collect different lines and all that. Real quick, let me veer off on the collection. But what would you say? We collect NECA, we collect Marvel Legends, we collect the Black Series, obviously, we collect other lines. What would you say as of, what is it, May? What's today? Whatever day it is today, what is toy line of the year so far?
Ooh, good question. I kind of want to hear, because honestly, I don't mean to be a Zooboy glazer or a brown noser, but Zooboy, I want to say this: me coming into the hobby at 2022. I'm somewhat of a newbie still. Maybe not newbie, but intermediate.
I'm with you, Cody. Yeah, me too.
I gotta say, man, Nate and Zooboy specifically in the community, they're vast amount of dude. I have a total respect for the amount of knowledge that you two guys have. It's just I don't mean to be like an ass kid. I'm just being straight up. Like that's how I am with like certain metal bands and guitar and shit. Like, and now I'm getting there with action figures. Like, but. Yeah, it's just, dude, those two guys, Zoo and Nate from OOTB, encyclopedias when it comes to figures, man.
Hey, Zoo, if you want to leave Monday night because of that bully coffee, you're always welcome. We'll glaze you the fuck up, bro. We'll smother you.
Oh, damn it.
Love the Zoo glazing.
Yeah,
we always love the Zoo
glazing. Is crazy. No, but yeah, Zoo, go ahead. What do you think? What's your opinion? You collect how many lines? You've been around for a while. You've been collecting for a while. What line, even if it doesn't have to be from this year, what line would you say has been absolutely killing it as of late?
Honestly, I know they're cop-out answers because they're my two favorite lines, but I really think that Black Series and McFarlane have been killing it lately because Black Series is just getting out all this prequel goodness that we've wanted for so long. Yeah. They're finally getting to it. They're amazing. And it's not just they're good characters. They're really good figures as well. Shakti, Luminar, Sebulba. Amazing. And then in addition, I feel like, you know, it's McFarlane's swan song. We're coming to the final year of the line. And I feel like they're finally getting so many characters to where, with a few exceptions, I'm hoping that by this time next year, I will feel like my collection is complete and there won't be that glaring omission.
Zooboy, is it a little too late to become I would say yes, a McFarlane enthusiast?
I don't think it's ever too late, but it is harder to get certain characters like a Wonder Woman or something like that. But right now, you could build a really good Justice League. So if you wanted to start with that.
Yeah, I'm looking for I can't wait for that Hawk Girl. I cannot wait to get. Oh, look at that pup!
Hey,
wait, we got to put him. Make me big. Make me big.
Make me big. Make me big. Free puppy content.
Yeah, dude, that got
That's how you get the subscribers and likes going up.
Yeah, literally 100.
Girl.
How about you, Cody? What would you say is your favorite line? It doesn't have to be just this year. Would you say maybe in the last year and a half, that a line that's been killing it in toys?
Oh shit! Zooboy kind of was spitting. Honestly, man, I think not to get too mushy, but I mean this in like a really weird way. Some people don't quite understand it, but in a way, Black Series kind of saved my life. I'm not going to get all into why, but collecting has done so much for me mentally. I would say Black Series, man. They've just really been giving me what I need as far as like my nostalgia needs go. And but I gotta say too, though, I think McFarlane, dude. My buddy Hyperdrive Collections, he has a huge McFarlane, dude. His Batman collection is insane, dude. Like I didn't did not know there were so many Batman figures existed until like a year ago. Like holy fucking shit, Todd loves. I swear to God, he loves Batman. Which Todd does. Yeah. He does, man. And I have a little McFarlane section. That's what. Never too late, man. I started collecting McFarlane about like 8 months ago. Alex, I got Batgirl, Earth 2, Batman, Thomas Wayne. I got 89 Batman, the Nightfall, Action Comics Superman. I got Starfire, the Tim.
Starfire. I gave that one to. I sold that one.
Dude, she's gone up on the aftermarket too. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I sold her for $30 at a fucking Books A Million. I was like, holy shit! But then I got the Tim Drake Robin, Tim Drake Batman when he took up the mantle for Batman when he was lost in time. I just got the Silver Age Joker. It's never too late to start a line, bro. It's never too late.
It's absolutely.
That's how I feel.
It's 100%. And the only thing with me, and this is a personal issue, is that when I start a line, if I'm like halfway, if I start where the line is already halfway, I can't say done because you never know when the line's going to finish, but where I've already missed out on a lot, it's a pain in the ass to go back and like start collecting and start finding figs. And a lot of, especially in, I don't want to say in the Black Series, but for sure in Marvel Legends, there's like a rule that never pay above retail for anything because more than likely, unless it's like a very obscure fucking character that they're never going to make again, more than likely they're gonna always make again, if not even better. 100%. Like a Wolverine, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America. That Captain America was going for a ton of money, the 20-year anniversary or whatever anniversary, and then this one came out, the Secret Wars, and it's arguably even better. Pinless. It's got even a baby blue kind of look to it. So my advice to everybody is that just wait. When things, if you didn't, maybe not for McFarlane because more than likely it's not going to come out anymore. But for any other line, just wait, be patient. Ronnie here mentions that I love what Mattel is doing with Masters of the Universe, cheap on shelves, back in cartoon accessible. Yeah, absolutely. I've been hearing nothing but good things. Mattel with their where their wrestling figures,
Hammond collection.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they've
on
killing it. Let's see, Hot Toys definitely cake, but ever we had this discussion last week about Hot Toys. I want to hear Cody's take on Hot Toys, and then later I'll give what I think are the best lines or some of the toy lines that have been killing it on Hot Toys. Cody, do you collect Hot Toys? What are your opinions on it? Do you think they're overpriced? Do you think what is your main take on Hot Toys?
So I think obviously we all know Hot Toys is for that is just the most premium cream of the crop collector quality collectible you can get out there. It is the way it is. I do have two. I have the there was a sale going last year. I was actually gifted these by my cousin. We're very close. Shout out to my cousin Brandon. I got the clone. Darth Maul is my boy.
Hell yeah! Wait, we gotta put that on screen and make you big, bro.
Oh, bro, it's a little old. It's faded now, but I gotta have.
That's
Maul is. Just I really not okay. I don't want to be a Maul glazer right now, but
no, he's up there, bro. Maul is the top 5 Star Wars villain.
And dude, I'd say arguably top 3.
Oof.
I'd say top 3. I'd put him up there with Sidious and Dooku. I really would.
I already know Zeus because we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
bro, Maul. I get it. Maul gets the shit in the stick and he loses a lot of fights, but that's because he's so cocky and arrogant, and he knows how fucking strong and good he is, and it's his arrogance that always gets him. That's the thing about Maul. Maul is powerful, bro. People don't give Maul enough credit.
No, Maul is.
Knows what it is, bro.
Dude, I don't care who you were. When it was 99, was it 99 that Phantom Menace came out? Everybody wanted to be fucking Maul, bro. He was the coolest fucking guy. Yeah, bro.
TPM slot right here all day, baby.
Well, was the actor that what's his name? Parker? The guy that played
Ray Parker?
Ray Parker. Yeah, he played Toad as well. Unfortunate with everything that happened to Ray, but awesome character for sure. And Doug also.
Doug, you don't know shit.
He's not a fan of dinosaurs or
Maul. Doug. Doug's awesome.
Hold on. Psycho, hold on. Psycho is saying don't get Zoo going on Maul and Sidious.
Whoa. You like Maul?
I love Maul. I don't know what Psycho's saying. I just think I just think Maul in the movies is not a character, which is true. Maul doesn't do anything in the movies. It's just that
Zoo, I will give you that. I will give you that, Zoo.
Clone Wars
there's a lot of fans of Clone Wars and Rebels that the fact that they made Maul so much more pivotal and
right. If I were to say Maul,
bro, but the rule of cool. The rule of cool.
Just cool. That's it. Like he has no
cool as fuck, though. Let's be honest.
He is very cool. Even in Just Phantom Menace.
He is the coolest.
Right. But Maul is actually a top 10 Star Wars character for me. But what gets Maul there for me is Clone Wars and Rebels. In fact, I know it's hard to say, but I feel like if Darth Maul wasn't in Clone Wars, I probably wouldn't have watched it. That was a big reason for me to go to Clone Wars.
That's huge, bro. That's huge.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember when Maul came. Oh, go. I'm sorry, Alex. Go ahead, man.
No, you're good.
No, I was gonna say I remember growing up watching it on Cartoon Network back in the day, man, as a kid, and like I remember when Maul came back. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy because Lucas always regretted killing him all. He regretted not having him to go on for episode 2 and 3. He regretted that. Like later on, I believe he did. I forget where he said. I think it was. I can't remember if it was in one of the Star Wars archive books or where he said it. I can't remember, but no, Maul
the original plan for the sequel trilogy was to be Darth Maul with his apprentice Darth Talon. It kind of looks like we're going to get that for the new animated Maul show. So
how amazing. Dude, could you imagine Luke and Maul going at it? That would be fucking incredible, dude. That would be insane to see it. Because that's what the trilogy, the sequel was supposed to be. It was going to be Maul still building the black market, him taking over since Palpatine died or whatever. And then Luke was rebuilding the Jedi Order. They obviously come to a head. Then Leia is rebuilding the New Republic. Then Talon is going around fucking shit up. So then, like, at that time, Leia probably would have already been training with Luke. We probably would have seen a lightsaber in her hand at this point in time. Like, we would have seen the Skywalker twins, literally like fucking Force user epic shit. Dude, Alex, imagine Luke and Maul going at it, bro.
Oh.
Like, could you imagine, dude? Like, just the raw power of Luke and then just Maul's, like, experience and overall just strength and power. Bro, it would be insane.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I loved Maul from the beginning, dude. When Duel of Fate came on and you saw Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and I was 8 years old, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? This guy's so badass. I love Maul. Actually, I think at one point, Maul was the character I had the most Black Series figures of for a while.
Yeah. I think me.
Vader surpassed it, and I think Boba Fett. I think Mando as well, but
Maul,
everybody loves a good Maul. And speaking of which, I still say that the Clone Wars Maul and the Gaming Greats Maul are arguably some of the best Black Series figures ever made.
Hell yeah, bro.
Especially if you.
Bro, the Clone Wars Maul. What, Zoo? Are you going to show the SHF on the Clone Wars?
Oh, he switched the head.
I got some nice 3D printed parts by Lance Peter Luke on there. So he's got the cane.
Oh, nice.
Then he's got the scarf from
Bro, super
that's actually kind of cool, dude.
Bro. If that doesn't make the the Hall of Fame for
Black Series Cantina, yeah.
If it didn't already, but I'm sure it will.
That is probably the Clone Wars is my favorite, but that is probably the best Maul. I don't know. The Phantom Menace is pretty, but the chin tattoo really fucks me up, bro. That chin tattoo being wrong just throws me off. That's the only thing about that Phantom Menace release. Like, how do you fuck up the fucking? I just don't. I will never forgive Hasbro for that. I'm sorry. Fuck my boy Maul, bro.
Yeah. No,
God damn it! What are y'all doing?
I just realized you're wearing Maul on your shirt too.
Yeah, bro. I got my Phantom Menace 25th anniversary, baby. Bro, I love Phantom Menace.
I do too. I know it's not the greatest. I know people, but it was the first introduction to Star Wars for me. I was 8 years old.
Wow.
So I had that, like, dude, it's crazy how a connection, like, can mean so much. Like,
man.
The Phantom Menace isn't one of the best ones, but I love that fucking the pod racing, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
It was peak at the time.
Absolutely, bro. My introduction was OT, but that being said, I love the prequels, bro. That was our Star Wars. We grew up with that. It was just different, bro. And comrade, on the Black Series Phantom Menace single release version, yes, the fork on his chin is going the wrong way on the Black Series.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy, honestly, bro. How they did that. I just don't even understand how. I literally don't.
Yeah, no, it's frustrating when they do something that is egregiously wrong, and it's like, come on, dude, you're like, yeah. But going back to, for me, toy line of the year, I'm actually, dude, it's gonna be a cop out, and Zoo, you're known to do cop outs, so I'm actually gonna give it to toy. Everybody's killing it, bro. Marvel Legends, with that Secret Wars wave was awesome. I picked up a lot of Marvel Legends this year, and we're going to talk about a little
cool
segment that we talked about earlier today. Black Series has been
killing it,
peak, bro. I'm telling you, peak, bro. And I don't want to give some away, but I have a couple of Black Series figures here that I'm just like in awe. NECA, bro, NECA. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, so I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. They killed it with those NECA Ultimates. Sesame Street, I love Sesame Street, but I couldn't go down that path. It's a dark path. I couldn't pick up all those Sesame Street.
I know. I was tempted, but
dude, some of that
NECA are just too expensive. Like Psycho always gets on my case when I'm getting the Simpson figures. Just
the Jack specific, right?
Yeah, because they're only $12, so I could do that.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude! Yeah, for that, bro.
How many Simpson characters are there, though?
Just
are you getting all of them?
Just the 4.
Buy that shit, bro.
Yeah,
it's 5. It's just. You forgot about Maggie.
Well, Maggie is included.
Okay.
With Mark. I would love to get Sesame Street. I would love to get the Sesame Street figures. Just I can't do it for NECA $37-$40 price. If they were cheaper,
yeah.
Have you seen those in store? The Sesame Street.
I have not seen it in store.
I will tell you this: the hype is real. Like I know the videos
look really good,
bro. Everybody's like glazing all over fucking Bert and Ernie. I was in fucking Best Buy today, and I took a look, and I was like, "Fuck."
If they do
bro.
If they do the Cookie Monster, I might cave them. Bro, I'm sure they will.
Then the count is fucking peak.
Count is cool, but you see, I don't think I'd get the count anyway. Because if I did it, it would be like Big Bird, Elmo, Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster, and Oscar the Grouch. That'd be it. It'd be like the big
main right.
You're not getting, yeah.
I don't.
Bro, Doug,
I can't, that would
a
just
lot of people would agree with you. Line of the year. I mean, a lot of people say that the Sesame Street figures. I mean, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but a lot of people
never know with Doug, bro.
Yeah,
Doug and Hal Runner, bro. Hal Runner and Doug, bro. Sarcastic as fuck, dude.
But honestly, Jada, I love Jada Street Fighter. I know that they announced a Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo, but I don't know. I don't have any connection to the figures. I don't have to get them, but they look really good.
Oh, I'm hyped for those. I'm definitely
I think I'm in all. Yeah, those look too cool. Classic 60s, like 70s Scooby-Doo. Yes, bro. All day.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. I know it's a cop-out, but I'm happy with everything that's been coming out.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to also ask you guys real quick, what would be a dream HasLab Star Wars The Black Series for you guys? It doesn't have to be a realistic HasLab. It doesn't have to be something that you guys think it would absolutely...
Easy answer for me. Easy.
Let's hear it. The Rancor. Yeah, I agree.
That's
100%. No, I really do agree.
My dream HasLab, and it didn't back, and I hate everyone who didn't back it because you ruined my life. But I just wanted to bring it back. Just bring it back.
Do you think, and be completely honest, you think today, for let's say, I don't know, the price, the difference, $450, do you think the Rancor would back today with the same offerings, everything?
I think
exactly the same way.
it would
Same
have
price
to-
point too.
No,
I would
no.
say-
Because it'd probably be a little more
I
now.
would
Yeah,
say
it would be a
probably
little. I would say.
Yeah.
I would say yes with an asterisk. The asterisk would be not
Here goes
currently right this second because of the tariff situation. Once the
Yeah.
tariff situation is resolved,
Okay.
Yeah.
and-
That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Let's say
Yeah.
aside of the tariff situation.
yeah,
let's
aside
say,
of the
like I said,
tariffs,
you
yes,
think it would back today?
Yes, even if it was more expensive, I think there are more people in the hobby now, more people who want
Yeah.
it.
Zoo, what isn't it? Only like fucking 600 or 500 off, backers off.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Barely.
Bro, don't remind me. I'm gonna cry now.
Cody, I will tell you this: if that thing would have backed, and it would have only been, let's say, 10,050 out in the wild, that thing would be thousands. I would say I wouldn't say as
Oh, bro, yeah,
as high up as a sail barge, but I would say
yeah.
it would be easily 3 times the price, easily.
Yeah, probably, man.
Just because
Yeah.
of the scarcity.
The rarity, yeah, absolutely, dude. And just the piece over. And I am a huge return. Other than Phantom Menace, Return of the Jedi could kind of interchange for my favorite Star Wars film ever. So, like,
Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. Just Cody, don't say it out loud. It makes me. I know. I'm sorry about Cat. Yeah, dude. Honestly, it's just a. I really feel like, man, I think Hasbro would revisit it in a couple years, man. But who knows, man? Who knows? That's a good question, though. Dream HasLab, and if you're taking the realistic expectations out of this, because it's the scale for 1/12 would just, for Star Wars level is just you can get pretty grand with some of the stuff you can think about. Dude, I'm trying to think.
An in-scale Death Star. Could be the size of the house.
Honestly, bro, I think I want to I want like a full scale Black Series X-wing. Like, I don't want it to be slightly scaled down. Like, and I know it'll probably be fucking goddamn 4 feet fucking wide, but fuck it. If you're gonna do a HasLab, full size X-wing,
balls to the wall. Yeah, go.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
I
think the
X-wing. I think they've already talked about the idea of an X-wing and.
Psycho. Enjoy the replay, man.
And I think also like a LAT gunship has been mentioned. Thanks for tuning in. But at the same time, it's like the X-wing is such. I would say probably the most iconic. Would you guys agree? Ship in Star Wars, other than the Millennium Falcon, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I would arguably say the X-wing is more iconic than the Millennium Falcon. To be honest,
really, Zoo.
I think when people think of Star Wars, they think of the X-wing.
I hear you, bro. I think there's definitely some validity to that for sure. There is definitely some merit for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one that I think would be absolutely nuts, and this is a much more realistic one. And honestly, this probably wouldn't even need to be a HasLab. This would be like what fucking OOTB boys, Justin and Nate, like they talk about doing the made to order type line. Mm-hmm. Bro, give us Grievous's wheel bike with a new Grievous.
That shit would be badass,
dude.
That shit would be hard. Like, that would be so badass. 150
or maybe that's kind of pricey, but I'd pay anywhere from like $120 to $150 for a brand new Grievous that moves like you want it to. Mm-hmm. Obviously not going to be like SHF level, but I don't know, maybe Hasbro could do the swappable 4 arms thing. We do have that Rio Durant. I don't own that figure, but that Rio Durant figure that they have, there's one at my local comic shop that I've been meaning to snag. But every time I look at that figure, I think it's so cool with the 4 arms. I think that's so neat. Like, they could easily do a Basilisk, like the Dexter Jetster species with the 4, or a made to order Palm Krell, like a little bit of a bigger, like Odin size figure. I think a new Grievous with the wheel bike for that
would be absolutely. And let's say the Grievous they did to scale, they did everything to it, and it came together. That would be. Hey, where's Brandon? Put him in the chat. Let's.
Yeah. Get the notepad.
100%.
Let's go hit up.
That would be a badass. And I think right now, especially right now, everything prequel's hot. It's a hot topic. Everybody likes. Everybody wants to. So I think that would be an awesome. I don't know, when was the last creature that the Black Series made, and a big size creature
logo?
Because I would say they need to get back to doing creatures, bro. They fucking killed it with the Dewback. I think the Dewback is arguably one of my favorite Black Series items that they've
I
done.
almost sent you a picture of that for one of my favorite
Bro,
pieces in my
The
collection. Yeah,
dewback is like it's fucking peak, bro. I don't
yeah,
know.
it
And
is.
that should also go in Cantina's Hall of Fame if it hasn't already. The dewback is one of those super under, and then they also have to do the Hoth. What's it called? The what are the creatures in that one too? The yeah, that shit is. Yeah, I don't know. I know that this went on deep clearance. I know that
Articulated
didn't do
tongue.
well, bro. It is such a badass figure, and
And
they
the
could
Stormtrooper is awesome too. Sand
the
Trooper.
tauntaun, the womp, yeah, it's all yeah, the womp, yes. They needed if they can just go
Tauntaun.
back and redo all of these. The
Mhm.
blur, yes, this too. I thought that the vintage collection one is
Ooh, good
badass
one,
too,
Troy.
bro. This would be a good one too. I don't
Yeah,
know why they
absolutely.
like I understand vehicles just because of how big they are. But creatures are you can do creatures 100%. Yeah, it's been since the blue line. If they can just redo this,
Black Series Reek, baby. Black Series Reek. That would be so amazing.
yeah,
I
I'd
would
love
love,
it.
that, dude.
yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, there was a re-release. I think that was wasn't that in a pack? I think so. Yeah, I do agree. And I don't know if they're just a little bit apprehensive about doing nice. I'm glad. That's badass.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yes, sir.
I don't know. I don't know
Hey, buddy.
if they're just because they went on deep clearance, all these creatures that they were like, nah, we're not just gonna introduce them. But and I'm still upset about the stab and how it didn't sell well. I think
I'm right here
that the
too.
Black Series, unfortunately, is gonna start or probably just like pause on vehicles and all that. But I think it was an unrealistic amount, and I think the Black Series community should have shown. I think even if you would have just picked up one at retail.
Yeah,
I think
the Bloodfin sold pretty good though.
yeah,
You know,
it did. It did. The
I think it's
staff though, I just think people didn't see the value in it because they thought that 50 was too much. But at the same time, it's you're getting a $25 figure and a $25 staff.
exact, dude. You think yes, that's how you have to break it down. Like I
They
don't.
wanted a blue one.
Yeah, right. Dude, the staff itself is bigger than the figure itself that comes with it. Like,
Mhm.
you know, no, that the staff is an awesome release. I have one in box that I got at my local comic shop too, but and now they're on Big Bad for which is a lot because initially I was going to get two to get the free shipping from Pulse,
Mhm.
but I had so many other figures I was buying and just distracted
There we
with.
go, Doug.
You know, so but yeah, the Stap is an awesome release, man. I would like to get two
It is.
more to open up and on the
Yeah.
shelf
I
loose.
picked up two.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I didn't kick him. He just left on his own. All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing the coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, one of the HasLab. I like the what's your personal opinion on the pay to order mentality that the Marvel Legends did with the Sentinel and Dragon Man?
I think it would be a good way to go, man. I think it would open up even more character selection. Like the one that comes to mind for that the community knows a lot about, Paul Krell. It would be a bigger size figure, much bigger than even a deluxe size. It'd be a lot of paint, obviously bigger figure, more paint, more new sculpt. That means more time and effort that goes into the articulation to see how it moves and stuff. Yeah, right. So I think I would be down with that, man. Like I said, I think doing it that way would open up the door for more character selection and like without Hasbro having to dedicate like, all right, we're gonna make 60,000 units of Pong Crow, and if we don't sell 30,000 of them immediately, we're not gonna like it might put a sour taste in Hasbro's mouth if we don't show up and buy them. And but I think the paid to order would be the way to go because then it's like instead of them doing a quantified number like, oh, we're going to do 60,000 units, they could be like, all right, well y'all put in y'all's orders and they get a couple like 2 or 3 or 4,000 orders for this. Then they don't have to put as much time into making so many of that figure. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a good concept. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely think that it makes sense. And I think it's easier for those who want it. And I love the fact that it's not like you don't have to pay right away. It pays when it's ready to ship, like the Sentinel. The
Yeah.
Dragon. I think the Dragon Man. I'm not sure if the Dragon Man, the Marvel Legends, well, did you have to pay up front? But I know for a fact that the Sentinel you get later on when it's ready to ship. You can pay then. So I think it's a good concept. I think it works, especially for those big projects. And I think the Black Series, although they've created a lot of characters, I think they still have a lot to do. And I think the line, real quick, I know I haven't talked to you about Hasbro renegotiating and getting the license again. Are you happy? What's your thoughts on Disney and Hasbro and the Marvel Legends team and the Black Series continuing with the Star Wars license?
No, I think it's a good sign. Like, I feel bad for guys like Zoo and my buddy Hyperdrive, like who've been collecting McFarlane for so long, and then now they're getting this big switch. Like, they don't know if the scale's going to change. Like, they're going to get the same kind of scale. Hey, it's about time, motherfucker. Where you been with this shit? No, I was playing. I feel like I was saying, but you're good, man. I feel bad for guys like Zoo and my buddy Hyperdrive who've been so invested in the McFarlane line just to have Mattel come in and take, and Mattel did DC figures for people that don't know, and they weren't that great. They weren't that good. But that being said, I'm not saying
lightly.
That's pretty right, dude. Some of those figures, I would not have any DC if Mattel was doing it. I'll put it that way, to put it lightly. But I think it's.
I mean,
but I'm glad that Disney and Hasbro. I'm glad that they renewed the license. I'm super stoked. Like I said before, Black Series is probably. I started out collecting Black Series, and when I first started collecting, I told my wife, I was like, I'm only collecting Star Wars figures. That is like my main passion. That's my only thing. And then next thing you know, I started seeing a Spider-Man and Batman here. I'm like, well,
that's how it starts.
I like Spider-Man. Yeah, cool. Yeah, these look cool. I need at least one Spider-Man. Now I have fucking goddamn 9 fucking Spider-Man. Like, it happened so fucking fast, man. But I think it's great that they renewed the license. I really like what I'm getting with the Black Series. We're going to talk our shit to Hasbro, and we have to put our critiques out there. Also, give the flowers where we see it's due. I love what I'm getting, but I'm also going to critique what I think could be better. That's just the nature of it. There's a difference between being a reviewer and being a critiquer. I feel like sometimes people get so stuck in the minute details that they go into it with the mindset of critiquing it and pointing out bad things immediately. That, like, you're a critiquer, not a reviewer. Whereas when you go in with a reviewer, you're going with a non-biased, neutral mindset, and you're looking at both the pros and the cons at an even standpoint instead of going in. Now, with that being said, there's also toxic positivity where they're like, oh man, this figure is absolutely phenomenal, and it's like a shit figure. Like, there is like. There's a balance between the both, you know, but
this is what happens when you leave a 115-pound Doberman unsupervised. My God, he likes his beard. Dude,
is Dante really 115?
Yeah, he just looks.
That's a solid doggo, bro.
He's got the floppy ears, but yeah, he's a big boy.
He's so handsome, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm sorry to cut you off though, but what are you saying, Cody?
You're good. No, bro, you're good. I was just, bro, I'm yapping, bro. I'm just fucking yapping.
I like the yap.
We love to yap. Yeah, we love.
Who's tired of listening to me? I think.
No. What did it look like on your end when I left? Because my browser crashed.
No, you just disappeared. We went to like the nether.
Oh, okay, it wasn't frozen.
Yeah.
The nether.
Okay, I thought I was gonna be frozen. I was like, I'm probably there with a dumb look on my face.
No. You went to the shadow realm.
To the shadow realm. First we mine.
Yeah.
Bro, I do not need to get started on the brain rot. I was me, my nephews, and my niece. We were so bad on that shit. Every time I'm seeing him, it's Rick and Jockey. Every time I see him, dude.
Oh yeah.
I love it, man. I love Jack Black though. So.
Oh, Jack Black is the man.
Dude, what you're talking about? Yeah, bro. Jack Black.
Bro, did you watch SNL? Zoo, I'm sure you probably watch SNL. Did you watch Jack Black's skit on SNL right after he did Minecraft?
I'm not religiously an SNL watcher,
but
SNL
is.
I dabble on occasion. I dabble. I didn't. Yeah. I don't think I saw that though.
Really, dude? If you have like a spare 45 minutes that you're not like, just relaxing. You're not doing anything.
Chicken.
Dude, watch it. Yeah.
Lava chicken, yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Fuck, shut the fuck up, Cody.
No. You're
I'm
good,
so
bro.
sorry, y'all. I forgive myself. I'll see myself
Oh,
out.
Great Danes are great. No. Come back. We need you. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I had a Great Dane, dude. I had a great all black Great Dane named Snoop. Yeah, bro, absolute dude. I love Great Danes.
More like 150 pound.
Yeah, bro.
Those things are huge.
Great Danes are no joke, bro.
Yeah, that's an awesome dog.
They're so beautiful.
I want a Doberman. I've wanted a Doberman since I was.
If you want a Velcro dog,
Doberman and a
oh
shit. Those are because I want a big dog and I want a small dog. So those have been like for me a
Doberman and Dotson Zoo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like,
yeah,
that's cool.
The way
have the mini version of the bigger version.
exactly,
yeah.
bro. Have you?
That's a good combo.
Have you seen some people have like the same coloration in both, so it looks like a mini version?
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely. I would recommend getting, if you follow any recommendations, if you are
Troy,
going to do
very
that
true,
combo,
bro.
get the female Doberman and maybe the male smaller version.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Just because Dante, he's a male Doberman, and he's just I'm not saying he's aggressive or anything like that, but he's super overprotective. Like this is like his home. When my wife walks in, I walk him, he's very protective.
I love it.
He's sketchy of everybody.
Oh no! So if I come over, he's gonna hate me?
Nah, he won't hate you. No. You're gonna have to get one of those extra.
You're a zoo boy, dude.
He'll smell it, and I'm like, that's good. He's good. He's a friend. He'll know.
Okay.
But female Dobermans tend to be a little bit more relaxing, more playful. They're not as energetic. Like this guy could go for hours, man. I'm telling you, this guy, he's like,
does testosterone fucking count? Yeah.
But he's a good boy. Dogs are unconditional.
He's so handsome, man.
Yeah, he's a good boy, right?
Bro, I used to work on a stable for a little while, man, and I was not super familiar with horses, but I was really enjoying it because like they had like tortoises and alpacas, and like all day I would just get to work with the animal. It was just so just I don't even know the word, like or not rewarding. I just enjoyed it. I like working with animals rather than people. It was nice.
That's why. What's that? Zoo boy is the zoo boy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Zoo. Are you ever gonna get this great? What is it called? The blue whale. Are you ever gonna get that figure? You're gonna have to. Yeah.
Listen, you know what? Maybe
it's sick, bro.
You know, like for people who don't know, a lot of us in the community are contributing for Nate to get his grail.
That is so awesome of y'all too, man.
Oh, for sure. It's the TVC HasLab. Why can't I think of the name of what it is? What the hell is it?
The sail barge?
The sail barge. There you go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. But my grail's the blue whale. Maybe we're gonna have to do that with the College of Boys at some point.
Let's go fund me. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd love to. It's just that.
All right, let's do it right now, guys. If you guys had let's go fund me. Let's say because of how lucrative, how crazy expensive it is. Zoo is yours the blue whale?
Yeah, I think it is because it's about. I think it's $600.
That's insane. Yeah,
maybe.
That's cool, man.
I think it's $600. I would love it. You know what? I need those. I need people to go put the super thanks on the Figure Ball YouTube channel. That's what I need. That's how I'll get it. But I did just get the dragon this year. I mean,
we'll be getting it. Yeah,
big dude. Don't be surprised if that triples in value by the time it actually ships out.
I mean, maybe the blue whale will be my next big purchase. Won't be this year, I'll tell you that. But maybe next year or sometime. We'll see.
How about you, Cody? What would be your GoFundMe? Let's say the whole toy community came together, all your 600 subscribers, 700 subscribers were like, you know what? Let's donate $1 each. Cody, what are you picking up? What's one of your absolute grails that you really want?
If it was like some kind of crazy shit, I don't even know if I could ask for money. I'd probably just like sell my body. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. My
no,
wife rolled my ass if I even joke like that. I'm just talking shit. No, honestly though, I think it would be really fucking cool to have a life-size C3PO and R2D2. I think that
shit. Say something.
ooh, that would be.
That's insane.
I think it's like $8,000 for the I forget who it's by, but it's a life-size C3PO and it's $8,000. But man, if I had it, that's one thing I would never spend that much money because I just think about what I could do with $8,000. Like, bro, I could get what kind of used truck I could get with $8,000, bro? Like shit. But then again, like that would be like such an epic centerpiece to anyone's display. And C3, like I said to you guys earlier, C3PO and R2 were just like, as I get older, there's just a weird nostalgia that I've formed around those two characters specifically, man.
They had like a life-size Han and Carbonite for like a ridiculous amount.
That would be sick too.
It's badass.
That would be sick.
For me, man, if I had.
You really, it's a loaded question, man.
It's one of those things that I'm very grateful that I have a lot. I don't know if you're able to see here. Let me bring my camera up. I got really lucky with these two pickups. Can you see?
What am I looking at, Alex?
The Galactus and the Giant Man. They're actually still in box, not because I plan on selling it.
Oh, you have Galactus?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that, bro. Are you gonna do an unboxing? You should do a live unboxing, bro. Whenever you get a cabinet for it.
I know. Eventually, I'm gonna open up Galactus, and I have Giant Man right next. Look how crazy the Giant Man. Dude. The box is huge. Look how small it looks compared to Galactus.
That's wild, bro. That's honestly,
crazy. It would have to be the first HasLab, the Sentinel. I think that would be that's one of my. And you know what's crazy, Cody? It was going for a reasonable price at one point.
Yeah,
where it was almost close to retail. And for whatever reason, I didn't pull the trigger, and I kind of want the master mold to so that would be the main one, and then I ordered the Sentinels, the ones that are oh shit, yeah,
bro.
I didn't know you had that. You're muted.
Oh, Zoo, you're muted, brother.
You're muted.
You're muted, broski.
Bro, I forgot Mr. Coffee posted this at my house. He's flipping everybody off.
Dude, that's fucking epic. No, throw it back up, Zoo. Throw it back up.
No, you gotta leave it like that.
Bro, I didn't even realize when I was showing that on stream. Fuck.
Throw it back up. Throw it back up.
No.
Bro, I didn't know you had the Galactus.
Yeah, bro. Look.
That's epic.
Yeah. Zooboy, do you have the Sentinel? The Master Mold?
Man. I do not. But I have the X-Men 97 one coming.
Hell yeah.
And I'm Steph.
Bro, they say, I mean, Zooboy, I haven't opened that. So I'm one of those people that you have to open it to know. Is that as good as everybody says it is?
I think it is. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things in my collection for sure.
Absolutely.
I love Galactus.
What is power in that, Zoo? What type of battery? 9-volt? Yeah, I know battery, Zoo.
He has a solar panel on his fucking helmet. Zooboy puts it outside for about 3 hours a day.
Oh my god, Zoo's talking about batteries.
I don't know. It's like AA or some shit. AAA? I don't know.
Okay, I got you. Oh, bro. That was fucking funny. Oh my god. Funny.
Actually, you know what?
Batteries. Like, yeah, I know, Zoo.
I actually power it with my own energy.
Yeah, it has a little jack. He has to turn it.
Okay, I got yeah. Facts, bro. I thought that makes sense.
Zoo, do you have any heralds?
I have every herald.
Fuck yeah, that's my.
What is that?
So basically, go ahead, Zoo.
It's just like Silver Surfer or Fire something and Terra.
A
bunch of like characters that Galactus has used to send someone out basically to find worlds for him to eat.
almost like Sinister's horsemen, essentially.
Yeah.
Or okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Or Apocalypse is for the horseman too. He is actually spoilers.
Apocalypse. That's not Sinister. Bro. Yeah. No, you guys would y'all would teach me a lot with Marvel for sure, bro. But Spider-Man, X-Men, I can hang, but
here, you know what? Let me show you. Hold on.
Hey, later, Wilbon.
Take care, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
See you at ICC, man.
Hell yeah. That shit's gonna be lit. You guys better be streaming over there live, man.
Oh, dude, me and my buddy, we're gonna do a Saturday stream while we're there, man. It's gonna be a short one, but we're gonna stream while we're there.
Hell yeah.
You got to try to come one year. I know it's
next one is it's a guaranteed
fact, bro. Fact.
Hold on.
And I'm bringing Dante.
Hurry up, Zoo. No, I'm playing, bro. Take your time, man.
Right.
What are you picking up?
Zoo working, bro. Zoo's about to show us some crazy shit out there.
Yeah, see, Doug knows.
They're standing on my legs right now, so you can see the height difference.
Oh,
holy
damn.
smokes. I love
That's Giant Man on the left?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't familiar with that character.
The Giant Man was bigger. I mean, the Galactus was going to be way bigger, but it's not way bigger.
Dude, that Galactus is fucking incredible, man.
Yeah.
somebody picture
staples,
it. Clip it.
Somebody,
Damn it. Those look awesome, man.
See, this is how I work out. I just
You're notorious for dropping shit live on stream.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Bro, please do not. Yeah, bro. I would feel so bad if you dropped that. Please do not. I might cry for you, homie.
Yeah, but that would probably be my. I would be the Sentinel. I think I kind of bite myself. Okay, I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah, comrade.
The Sentinel, or it's gonna be the Mesco Ninja Turtles 4-pack that came out.
Hey, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, that dude, I've heard nothing but good things, but man, the aftermarket prices for that, fucking chop my nuts
What's
off.
What's it going
like
for?
550, 600, which isn't terrible.
Shit.
They were going for like 800, and it's like, yeah, bro.
I thought. What do they retail for?
400.
Yeah. I mean, if you think, I feel you, dude.
I'm actually with Zoo right now. I know Zoo's trying to think he's between the Fantastic Four Mesco and like Zoo. I love the Fantastic Four. That's actually one of my favorite Marvel.
Bro, are you hyped for the movie?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy, and I'm not gonna go too much into it. But I'm really anything that I like, whether it's Marvel, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it's Pokemon, whether it's Dragon Ball Z, Ninja Turtles, I want it to succeed. I want it to do well. There's never a time where I'm like, I want this to be shit. That makes no sense, especially if I'm a fan of something. So I want, obviously, the Fantastic Four to be good. So I'm going to go into it completely blindly. I'm not going to look at any reviews. I'm not going to see anything, what people say about it. And then I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is. You know, like,
yeah.
So,
Fantastic Four is actually, a lot of people don't realize that's what started off Marvel Comics was the Fantastic Four, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, another thing, this is what I want. The thing is, this is the thing, guys.
This is the thing. Is badass. Is that the Walgreens exclusive?
To be honest, dude, I know it's an older Marvel, like I want to say 2001. It's the old school Marvel Legends, like super, super old school. My buddy Hyper gave this to me. Where's the fucking?
It looks nice, bro. I know they came out of. I think that might be the Walgreens exclusive, which was very desirable. Comrade, honestly, I don't have the Mesco Doom, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about that Doom, and that Doom retailed for like 140. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Awesome. Yeah, Mesco. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. Oh man, he looks so badass. So
the sculpting is awesome.
It looks so good. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what Marvel Legends does. I'm sure they're gonna be releasing a comic version that's articulated, updated. I know they're gonna do the movie one, so I'm gonna wait a little bit and see what comes out. So real quick, I know that I reached out to you guys and I asked you guys to. We're gonna do a quick segment here on. 2025 has been a good year. And I kind of wanted to talk to these guys and talk to the community about favorite figs that came out within 2025. It doesn't mean that they had to be released this year. Mm-hmm. It could be that Zoo, me, or Cody obtained them this year. It doesn't have to be exactly since January 1st all the way now. If something came out in December or late of last year, that's totally fine. So I asked these guys to send me a list of their favorite
figures. Shit, I didn't know you sent the... I didn't know I was supposed to send you a list. I just have them in front of me.
Cody sent me the list. And if you have them in front of you, that works.
Okay.
So who would like to go first?
You can let Zoo go first.
Let's do it.
All right.
So and just tell me, obviously, talk about the figure, why you like it so much, and just let us know.
And also tell us what's the max amount you would pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in reverse order because I have 3. Because besides these 3, I just wanted to give props to the Black Series about how, I recently redid my Jedi shelf, and then it's really light side and dark side. I redid these 2 shelves because there's so many new banger figures on here. Like we got Savage Press here. We got Luminara here. We got Shakti. And even directly, you can't see, it's behind my chair. That's my prequel trilogy shelf. So I have Sebulba on there. So there's just so many good figures that Black Series has been putting out recently. But I do have my top 3 of the year so far. So we got Maximum Spider-Man.
Yes, sir.
It's a great figure. At its core, it is still a Marvel Legend. So you're not going to get import quality. But it's definitely the best Spider-Man Marvel Legends has ever done. So I'm very, very happy with it.
Good to hear, man.
Could be a little cheaper, but I'm not going to fret about it because I really like the figure.
And that's what matters. That's all that fucking matters.
Then, Troy, I finally, since I redid those shelves, they're all standing up. But number 2 for me is a recent figure I got. I trying to put this in a nice pose so you could see real quick, but I got the Hush.
Oh, yeah, that's a fucking grail.
You can see the
nice
ink
man.
is wired. It's so nice and flowing.
There's 2 versions of that, right?
Yep, there's a blue version and a black version.
Yeah,
so
that's sick.
How much was that, Zoo?
This was actually only $80. I couldn't believe it.
Damn.
Big bet, but they haven't increased the price since then.
I was gonna say, are you not including shipping too, like coffee?
Well,
with its imports?
It was in my pile of loot, so shipping was only $4
okay.
for everything.
Because it's funny how what he talks about when he orders from like Aviami and he says that a price is like $75.80. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta add those $25 shipping, bro.
Right.
Facts.
Then, number 1 for me, and I will stand by. I'm sure everybody knows what this is, but not only is this my favorite figure I've got this year, it's probably my favorite figure I own, and that's the Mayfex Luke Skywalker.
Hell yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah, this is a fantastic figure. If you like his look from The Mandalorian, you gotta own this figure. This is actually the only figure, other than the Hot Toys, that is his actual look from The Mandalorian. Those robes, because the Black Series and the SH figure arts are actually Return of the Jedi.
That's right.
And I love this figure. I actually have Psychos out because I have Psychos packed away because he won the figure ball Garandan giveaway. So
Hell yeah.
So that's what he chose. So this is Psychos, but you could just see without the robes on it how good he looks.
Yeah, man.
How's the likeness? Yeah, it looks good, huh?
I mean, the likeness isn't great, to be honest, but I'm okay.
Is it
I know
better
this,
than the
I know
Black
this
Series?
doesn't. Yeah, I would say it's better than the Black Series. I will say, it looks like Luke Skywalker, but it doesn't necessarily look like Mark Hamill, which is kind of weird to say. But I feel like if you understand, you get what I mean.
Choice,
But
I got you.
yeah, I'm very happy with this figure. The articulation is amazing. The sculpt is amazing. It's just the head sculpt that's not great. But to be honest, even though I gotta fiddle with the hood more because it's Mando Luke, I display him most of the time like this anyway.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So you can't even really see his face. So I think it's fantastic. If you like Mandalorian, if you like a Luke Skywalker figure, and you don't really care, about 100% outfit. If you want a Jedi Luke, this is the one to get for sure.
How much does that go for now?
It's right now. It's available in stock at Big Bad for $100 flat. And I originally bought this one from Mr. Coffee for $40.
No fucking way.
And I loved it so much that I bought since I'm sending this one to Psycho, I bought myself one for full retail $100. So I was happily glad to do that.
Troy's asking if you.
You don't like the SHF Mando?
I do like the SHF Mando. It's just that, again, like the Black Series, the SHF is a Return of the Jedi outfit. It's not the Mando outfit. So it is a good figure. It's just, it's not the outfit that I'm looking for. And I'm going to be honest, there's something about the SHF figure. I think it's the hair that I dislike. The likeness is the best. I think that SHF Luke is the best likeness of Mark Hamill in, all 1/12 scale. But I think the hair is a little strange. Okay. Yeah, those are my top 3. So.
Now, if you had what's the figure that you're looking forward to the most this year?
Ooh, you know what? I gotta check my notes and see what I have on order. 100%.
I'll give you some time to look it over and then let me know. Unless you can come up with it quick.
Yeah, I think I can come up with it quick, because obviously you guys know I'm a big EU fan, so Dash Rendar is up there for me for Black Series. But I think the Bantha from TBC,
that actually looks badass.
That's really up there for me. I'm a huge fan of She-Hulk and the Fantastic Four. So the upcoming She-Hulk Fantastic Four figure is just right up my alley.
Dude, I love the weight accessory that comes with it, and then the all hair with the ponytail. That shit's fire.
And then
I might pick that up.
I'm just giving you like my most anticipated for each of the lines. So then McFarlane, obviously, I know Alex, you mentioned the Hawk Girl. I'm super hyped for that.
Hell yeah!
But in addition, I'm really hyped for the Stephanie Brown Batgirl, because she'll almost complete the Bat family. The only Bat family member that we don't have is Batwing, Luke Fox. We have a different Batwing, but not the Batwing that's part of the true Bat family. Mm-hmm. But he was leaked to be coming. So
that's Lucius Fox's son, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. He's actually got a cool suit. That would be cool to get in the line.
Yeah, man. And like I said, he's leaked to be coming, so he will be
sweet.
So I'm hyped. I'm hyped for all of my lines for this year. It looks to be a great year. The end of the year, making a top 10 is going to be hard.
Dude,
a lot of good stuff already out.
No, that's a badass list, for sure. All right, let's talk about Cody's favorite. So I know we mentioned these when you were talking about your dioramas.
Yes.
The Raptors. These are some badass. I think they retail for around between 50 and 60 imports. What do you like about these? What do you like the most? The paint apps, articulation.
Really, honestly, these figures hit on everything you want out of an action figure. Sculpt, paint, articulation, it's all there. I can say that the articulation, the lateral range of the hips, it could be a little bit better, but that's just, that goes with the dinosaurs, but they have a really slim profile. This is very accurate. This looks like you plucked them right out of Jurassic Park 3. This is extremely theatrically accurate. Now, this is not, Zoo knows very well, and Alex, you may know as well, this is not at all what Velociraptors looked like in the wild, like in actual nature. This is monster experimentation. Yeah, this is just movie monster experimentation, pretty much. But
are you still the believer that Velociraptors had feathers, or do you like
So there is actually, it is now confirmed. We do have proof and evidence that Velociraptors had feathers. There's actually. We have not only skin impressions from certain species, but we also have feather impressions, which is just really, really wild, honestly. They're even speculating that even as juveniles, Tyrannosaurus Rex might even have had feathers as younger, and then they lost them as they got older. Yeah, it's just speculation. Of course, we don't know. We have no idea for sure, but that being said, I did want to shout out another line real quick. Beast of the Mesozoic by David Silva. He's sculpted for NECA, for Hasbro, and for McFarlane, actually, Zoo. You know David Silva. Yeah. Beast of the Mesozoic is next level. They are damn near on par with the Nanmu Raptors here.
What's it called, bro? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Bro, you're good. It's Creative Beast Studios. It's called Beast of the Mesozoic by David Silva. It's a guy, he sculpted and worked for McFarlane, Hasbro, and NECA. So he's got some skin in the game. This guy knows what he's doing. But he's also got a passion for not theatrically, for paleontology accurate dinosaurs based off like actual recorded paleontology, like record and papers. You know,
so it's accurate.
Yeah, dude. This so that Pachycephalosaurus down there, that is brand new. That's coming out of this year. That's the one underneath in the middle right there. Yep, there you go. That I am super. This is one of my favorite dinosaurs. I am so stoked for this. These are a little bit more pricey for figures. They're in the anywhere from the on sale they can go anywhere from $45, but they do go up to like about $140 depending on if you're getting what size. Like they have Ceratopsian series, the Raptor series, the Tyrannosaur series, but everybody can see the sculpt on these. It is just it's superb sculpting. The paint is absolutely magnificent. There's so many gradients here and pops of color. I love the cool blues that they have at the head, and then it goes down to like the earthy green tones. And another thing that's really cool is David Silva actually takes inspiration from actual reptiles in the wild and from nature. Dude, that is probably one of my his respect and overall passion for nature and just reptiles and dinosaurs in general is respectable, man. And it's really cool that we get like some like real nature. The nature designed these looks essentially, and we just put it onto a creature that we found. You know, it's absolutely fantastic line, man. Really, after ICC, I plan on going hard in this line specifically because as far as Black Series goes, I've collected for the most part. I'm pretty caught up on like my main passion and like nostalgia diehards that I need to have. So now I'm just kind of picking, like throwing little holes and such. So this is a line that I'm going to be planning to go very hard on in the future. They're just doing big things, man.
I have the Velociraptor from them, and it's fantastic.
Oh, which one do you have? Do you remember?
They sell out? I don't see them here.
They might, dude. They do sell out from time to time. They very well may have. So they do separate runs sometimes because what David Silva doesn't like to do is big runs because he would rather it sell out. And he's also not big on re-releases either. He like once it sells out, he'll always put out. He might put out the same figure, but it's a slightly different paint variation than the original version. So
I've been thinking about getting the Utah Raptor.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Yeah, bro.
So,
the Utah Raptor is incredible, Zoo. I want that one too, man.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'll probably pick that up because
nice.
I think
Alex, that's crazy, man.
I have it near me. Hold on a sec.
And that Monocephalosaurus, or what is that? That's not the Monocephalosaurus. It was specifically also coming out from the Hammond collection, which is Mattel. The Stegosaurus. They're also coming out with a Stegosaurus, which I think is really weird timing because people have been begging for both lines for a highly articulated Stegosaurus, and then as soon as Hammond collection reveals theirs, which I mean, not as soon, because honestly, the Creative Beast Studios has been in the works for the Stego for quite a while now. There's been talking about it on live streams for quite some time. The Ankylosaurus is also one that I would. That's my favorite dinosaur of all time, other than the Triceratops or Carnotaurus, is the Ankylosaurus.
Ooh, bro, did you see Eophanas that I showed off on Figure Ball recently?
No, I didn't. Which episode, bro? Bro, when I watch those replays, I go all the way through. I don't know how I missed that.
I think it was last week. Maybe it was like 2 weeks ago.
Maybe it's part. Maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. I thought I did. Is that PNSO?
It's Eofauna. The company's called Eofauna.
Okay,
this is so beautiful. I love this.
Zoo, you might have to send me a link to that, bro.
Sure, I'll do
that. I'm waiting. You know, Zoo. I'm waiting for after ICC. You just
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm going to see, man.
I also wanted to show real quick.
Hell yeah, Doug. You're welcome. Glad I got you to push you to get some. Ooh, Zoo. Yes, sir.
Safari Limited's Utah Raptor, which is really nice.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
It's just that obviously the one that you're talking about, Beast of the Mesozoic, is a articulated.
Absolutely, Bobcat. Yes, correct.
But let me see real quick. I think it's in stock at Big Bet. Yes,
Doug, yes, that is an Ankylosaurus.
Here you go. I'm posting it in chat, Cody.
Okay, bet, dude.
What? This comment has been failed to post. I don't have a what? Why can't I post?
Come on, Zoo. What are you doing, bro?
I can't post.
Oh no, I see it. Is that it?
Yeah, I can't post it in public chat, but I can post it in private chat.
Okay, so cool.
I can't reach it because it's
I'm looking at it now.
I have that T-Rex
Oh,
And I love that T-Rex. That's a Hammond collection with the eyes. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it there.
dude, yes, man, nice.
Bro, that T-Rex is
Yeah, that's-
so badass.
I saw one on eBay for $80, and I wish I snagged it. I haven't been able to see one for that low since. It was loose, of course.
Ooh.
Dude,
If you click,
That's awesome,
Cody,
Alex.
after you click the link if you click
I'm
like
looking at it
Eofauna,
now. Yeah.
if you click Eofauna, you'll see they have a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
Rex.
I'll-
The T-Rex has actual lips. I like
What's
that
the-
it has lips. So that's
what's
cool.
the brand?
Does it really?
Eofauna?
In Big Bad?
EOFA, yeah, UNA. They're on Big Bad.
Oh, dude, it does have lips. Very interesting.
Yeah, we don't get many
EOF.
T-Rexes out there with lips.
No, we do with no. That I don't know of any other line that has lips. To be honest with
think
you, Zoo.
The only one I also have is Rebor. Rebor made it was called Kiss actually because it had lips. It was the T-Rex called Kiss.
Dude,
I think it's
this-
sold out now.
How do you spell it, Zoo? I'm sure I'm-
EOFA.
Okay.
There it is. The
I was about to
T-Rex.
type. Ooh, the mastodon looks fire, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro, I'll show you.
Oh, you had the mastodon too, bro.
Bro, I am a completionist on this line.
Oh hell, I didn't know you had it up, Dante. I mean, Alex, my bad.
No, you're good. No, Dante,
Here's the Colombian.
It works both ways.
I'm the same.
That's
That was
awesome,
sick.
Drew.
And then here's the American Mastodon.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
that's I need, dude. After ICC, I'm about to get some animals, bro. I'm about to get some animals.
They make really good dinosaurs, but honestly, my
You know
favorite
that,
part,
Bobcat?
my favorite part of Eofauna is their prehistoric elephants because they kill it. Alex, if you want to
Yeah.
bring up their website,
They are Bobcat.
they show every figure that they make. And they're amazing. Doug, they are statues. They're not action figures. So if you're not
Right.
obviously they're not,
But you can find figure, yeah, right, dude.
Yeah.
But you can. There are figures out there, Doug. Like the ones we were looking. There's a couple lines, but it's just not as. Dude, the statues, they have some awesome sculpt and paint on some of the, like some of the Popo figure. A lot of people don't know even what I'm talking about, but some of the cheaper Popo and Safari, the paint on those is kind of crazy, honestly.
Yeah,
On some of those.
these are all of their figures. If you go back to that page that you just, and I have all of them because they're amazing.
Are you
They're-
kidding me? You have all these?
Nice.
They're
Hey, it's not that
sick,
many.
bro.
It's like what?
No, no, no.
Four?
Yeah, it's like 12 figures. Yeah.
And these are pretty accurate to how they.
They're very accurate. Yes.
I probably won't pick up all those, but I can I will definitely get. Hell, I don't know. Maybe I will get off. I don't know if I can know it. They do look pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, and I like because this line is they're relatively new. It's I think in the last 5 years this company came about, and
Mm-hmm.
they
Okay.
the Giganotosaurus was their first one, and I picked that up like on release. And I
Nice.
was so happy with that one that I decided
Yeah.
to get all these other ones as they came out. So I
Oh,
love
yeah.
them, but what I particularly like is they're relatively inexpensive. They're like
Yep.
$40 around there.
Yeah.
But they're so detailed. Like for $40, I feel like you can't beat that. Like
100%.
Cody, you were talking about the PNSO. Of course, I
Yes.
love them, but they do get a bit expensive.
They
'cause
do. They are
they're
pricey.
essentially imports.
Uh-huh.
But these
Yep.
are, this is an American company, so it's domestic.
Oh, are they? That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
They also,
no,
they did-
no
each of
no
them-
China tariff.
it's kind of like McFarlane where they come with a little card of the animal too.
Oh, I love that, man. Like Beasts of Meso. Yeah. Awesome, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna check them out for sure, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, dinosaurs is one of I grew up absolutely obsessed with dinosaurs and Indiana
Hell yeah.
Jones. That was my shit. But dinosaurs, man, like yeah, these are. If anybody's looking for these or has been on the fence, because I know they are pricey. They're about $55 to $60 per piece. But dude, I promise y'all, once you get them in hand, the buyer's remorse will melt away as soon as they're in your hand. These are phenomenal pieces.
I really want them to do the JP 1 and 2 Raptors. I love those.
Zoo, I thought they did and now I know they were teasing the tiger stripe for Lost World. But I thought they did the first one. Did they not?
Maybe they did. I'm not sure. I
Okay,
don't know.
I could be wrong too. Maybe it wasn't Nanmu I'm thinking of. The Giga's chin is a bit. Oh my God, Bobcat! I thought you were adding something scientific to the conversation.
Let's see.
Giga chin.
Look up Nanmu Velociraptor and let's see what comes up.
Yeah, dude, I might be. I think they have the JP1 version. I think they've been teasing the Hell, you know what? It might be up for pre-order. The last I saw.
I forgot. I remember this tiger stripe one is up for pre-order.
Now this reminds me of, you guys ever seen Disney's Dinosaurs?
Yeah, I love that.
That's what this animal. That's right. That's that species. Yeah.
What species is this?
So this is a Carnotaurus, which means meat or flesh-eating bull in Latin, or it might be Greek, but either way. This is probably my top. This is in my top 3 with the Ankylosaurus and the Triceratops for my favorite. Just it's insane looking animal, and I love the color. Mattel has always had a soft spot for the Carnotaurus over the years. Like a lot of the Carnotaurus
collection.
Yes, this is him. Yes, correct. So this is Hammond collection. It's highly articulated, collector, adult enthusiast line. It's loaded with art. Now, this is one of the first Hammond collection theropods that they did. So there was the side to side motion out of the neck. It's not there, but it's a little limited with the neck articulation, and the tail it's got a cut going like about 3/4 of the way down or 1/4 of the way down, and the rest is the rubber tail before they started doing the full length rubber tail. A little bit of nitpicks. I like the full rubber tail, and I like but and something else is Mattel actually, it's kind of like what Hasbro does when they Photoshop the pins out. False advertising is Mattel actually advertises these as glass eyes, and they're not. These are actually not glass. I don't know what material they are, but I watched a guy named Marco make. Yeah, it's some kind of like, I don't know if it's a transparent yellow resin material or it looks good. I'm a fan of it, but for Mattel to call it glass and it's not is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of like false advertising.
It is absolutely, man. But the guy called Mako makes, he's actually a professional sculptor, so he looks at a figure from a mindset where like your average consumer isn't going to give a fuck about, like where the jaw hinges from for the like really minute but also important shit that can enhance the figure. But this is a $35 fucking figure, you know, like you're getting the representation of a Carnotaurus because the sculpt. Let me get back to glazing it before I start shit talking it because
obviously this is one of your favorite figs. So
dude, I love this.
It was done at a better level or whatever, but
correct. Speaking of Nanmu, they actually have 2 Carnotauruses as well, but this is basically like this is scaled for 3/4, basically 1/18 to 1/20 around that scale, even a little bit more up or down depending, roughly, give or take. But the Carnotaurus one, it is like strictly like a smaller scale, so it's not as big as this one. But specifically the paint on this, I love the red.
Yeah, it looks
underbelly. There's a slight off white on the teeth. I love this figure so much, man. The horns are just so menacing looking. I love an intimidating looking animal. I just love the look and the color. And I'd be cool with buying like 2 or 3 more of these and giving like different paint, like giving like a greenish yellow or like a brownish cat, like getting a couple different paint variants. Love the Carnotaurus, man.
Was anybody able to secure this, bro? This sold out in minutes, bro.
How Zoo feels about the Rancor, I feel this way about the Spino and the Stego. I miss both, bro.
I miss this as well, but I'm sure we'll be able
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it'll be.
You think it'll be available, bro?
Yeah, I think
this thing was hot. This thing sold out in the first hour.
I know, but a lot of these Target things, what they do is
no
they sell
way,
out
Bobcat.
Oh shit!
Sucks. A lot of what Target does a lot of the time is they'll sell out on pre-orders, but then when it comes out, then it'll be up like just ready to order. So
bro, this is hyped.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this. But real quick, I just wanted to say, Cody, I don't know how I missed it because last time I checked they didn't, but there were new releases. The Jurassic Park 1 and 2 Raptors.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me because I just slapped pre-orders on them.
Hey, you're welcome, homie. Yes, sir.
I don't know how I didn't know, but at
Where
Big
did you see them?
Big
Where? Let me look it up real quick.
Bro, they look fine. I'm probably now for certain things, I might still because like all the pre-orders that I have on Big Bad, like I have the Wampa, I have the Vent TVC Land Speeder. I still have some things on pre-order from Big Bad that I'm going to keep those because the whole tariff situation, it really is a fucking bummer, man. It sucks, man. But I just love Big Bad so much, man, and I just really don't mind paying a little extra to support them. I really hope that this whole situation gets resolved over easily, and that they make it through this not too unscathed. Because and real quick, just shout out to Big Bad for them having the balls, because they were one of the first companies to just be upfront and do the price increase from the get. And I just feel like it took a lot of balls to be like one of the first companies to take that step. So I just fuck with Big Bad, man. They've had that $4 flat rate shipping. The power loot system is unbeatable, dude. I really fuck with Big Bad, and I'm gonna ride with them as long as I fucking can, man.
For sure.
I agree. Which ones did you just pre-order?
It's the Shadow and
Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade and Tiger Blade.
Yeah, they look so good.
Are they part of this? Are they part of this line, or what's the line?
Yes.
Where are they?
The Shadow Blade and the Tiger Blade. Those are the Jurassic Park 1 and 2. I'll probably pick up the Jurassic Park 3. The only reason why I didn't want to get those is because I was like, I don't want the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors if I can't have 1 and 2. But now that I have 1 and 2 in order,
you gotta. I mean,
you guys will be seeing the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors on Figure Ball soon.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna be in chat like praising you, bro.
Bro, because I've seen the stuff that you've posted about them on Instagram and stuff, and every time I see them, I'm like, bro's tempted me. So now that I know that we're coming, now I'll be getting them for sure. I always like the designs of the Raptors.
I'm about to pre-order one
absolutely,
too.
Bro.
Bobcat just pre-ordered one too.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Cody, do you know? I know they make statues, but does Nanmu make an articulated Jurassic Park Rex?
Jurassic Park.
So I know they have Rexes that are statues, but they make an articulated one.
Zoo, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they have a Rex yet. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one soon, though.
Okay. If you see that, let me know, bro. Because
bet I got you.
I'd definitely be interested in that.
Yeah, bro, I'll definitely let you know. I'm gonna keep an eye out on that, Zoo.
I gotta get Justin into this, because I know Justin loves the Jurassic Park design, but he's sticking to Hammond Collection. But really, what this is like an import version. This is like 2 Hammond Collection. What like SH Figure Arts is to Black Series.
Version of that. I was just about to say that to you, Zoo. Like how Coffee is with imports for Star Wars, that's how I am with the dinosaurs. Like
hell yeah, bro.
Shout out to my buddy Connor Calaruso. He's actually the one that put me onto the Nanmu, because he knows how much I love dinos and JP3 in general. These are immaculate, dude. These are works of art, man. I'm not worth every fucking penny, dude, and I cannot wait for all of us to get the tiger stripe and everything.
I watched Robo's review on the JP3 Raptors too, and it's so good. And like I said, I see what you post, and I just wanted the 1 and 2, and now that I know it, I'm like, all right, now I can get all 4. It'll be
yes, sir.
That'll be a good.
It looks so good. Fuck yeah, dude. What? That would look fucking insane. Hey, Troy, good night, man. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit, dude.
Oh, yeah. See you, Troy.
Appreciate you very much, man. Yeah, I don't know if R2 Drew 2 still in chat or either, but shout out to all my channel members that have been in chat tonight. Thank y'all for stopping by and supporting Alex, too. It's awesome, man, to see familiar and newer faces in chat.
Heck yeah.
You got somebody from Australia tonight, dude. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
That's badass.
It looks like they make an articulated Indominus Rex, bro.
Dude, yeah.
I might be in, because I've been waiting for Hammond Collection to make one.
It's a made-up character, though, no?
I know, but it's still... I mean, really, the Raptors are made up, too, because like Cody said, that's not what real Raptors look like. So
right.
It's just a made-up thing anyway. So I don't mind.
Zoo. Okay, bro.
It looks cool like that.
Is it this one?
Yeah, I think I'm not going to pre-order it because it needs a down payment, and I'm not 100% yet. But
yeah,
would you be down?
I think I might get this.
Rule of cool or what?
No, it's because I like Jurassic World, the first one, as its own thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't really feel like Jurassic Park to me, because
hey, R2 Drew 2.
It's more like a monster movie.
Appreciate you, brother.
But I still like that movie. I'm not a fan of the second and third Jurassic World movies, but I do like the first one.
Are you excited for Rebirth, Zoo? I want to be.
I'm gonna see it. So,
hell yeah! I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good.
See, my problem is I'm definitely gonna see
New Jurassic World, Alex.
I like dinosaurs.
It's gonna be a new one.
Yes, Scarlett Johansson's in it.
When is it supposed to come out?
This summer.
July? Yeah.
Because from what I listen, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, Zoo. I am a huge Jurassic Park fan. Huge.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3.
That's
and
me.
Jurassic World, I had a good time for what it was. I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't watch anything else because they were doing too much, bro.
Yes, my problem with Jurassic World franchise and with the new one is just the allure to me to the franchise. I really like the idea of it being a park. And with the last two, it's the dinosaurs are out in the world, and I don't really like that direction.
That's why they changed the name.
So I'm not really a fan of the way they did that, but I do enjoy the first one. And and I love the first Jurassic Park is in my top 10 favorite films of all time.
100%. Steven Spielberg. The animatronics, I will always say, will always beat out CGI. When you have something tangible there, it's always going to be better than CGI. That's why Jurassic Park, The Lost World. I know The Lost World used a lot more CGI than Jurassic Park did.
Yeah.
But then you compare that to the World and Dominion and everything, I don't know. I just think cinema in general in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s was way better. I think they just focus too much on computer generated things nowadays. So, but I will give this a try. The new movie coming out because
it's like the OTL. Oh, sorry, Alex. What did you say, man?
No, just saying that if it's decent, I'll give it a try. I just hate when a franchise that I love and hold dear
gets trampled on.
But the thing is, and this, you could say the same argument for Star Wars about the sequel trilogy. The sequel, other than what they did to Luke, because that is personal, but it doesn't do anything to the OT and the prequel, right? They're still films, they're still there. So it's like, I love the OT, I love the prequel, and same thing with the OT Jurassic Park trilogy. I love that franchise for what it is. So anything else after the fact, I'm just like, it's whatever.
That's why the OT has that charm, because it's like the practical effects versus. Now, don't get me wrong, the VFX and Revenge of the Sith and like the prequels holds up very well. Hey, bro, the quality that they were doing 20 years ago is better than like some Marvel movies you see nowadays. To be quite real with you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's so weird because for me, I don't know how you feel about this, Cody. So I know you collect, like fake animals like the Nanmu Raptors and real ones.
Right.
For me, even though I do like both, I think I prefer non-articulated for real animals and then articulated for like Jurassic Park dinosaurs
because of the toy feature of them, because they're more action figure-y, or what?
I don't really know why. I just think that
it's your preference.
I think that's just my preference. So
it makes sense.
The Nanmu ones have always interested me, the statues, but I've never bought them because I'm like, I have my like scientifically accurate versions of these animals.
Right.
But these raptors, the JP3 raptors, since they're articulated, they did interest me. But like I said, 1 and 2 is what I wanted first. So now that I know, now I would get them. It's like me. It's like team building. So,
but Zoo, is it? And were your first two the ones that the nostalgia factor where it was connected to Jurassic Park #1?
I don't even feel like it's nostalgia, bro.
No.
I think Jurassic Park 1 holds up. It's one of the best movies in my opinion ever. I love it.
I'm sorry.
Steven Spielberg's the man. He's a goat.
Is that the reason that you chose to get those first and then?
I see what you're saying. I would know because I love all 4 designs, but 1 is my favorite design. Then Lost World,
even if it's not accurate.
Yes, I'm just because again, I'm just talking about in like as the movie creature.
The movie,
If you don't know, not only are velociraptors have feathers, but a real life velociraptor is about the size of a turkey.
That's right.
They're
the
very
irony
small.
about that, Zubo, is that
or the Utah Raptor.
In Jurassic Park, Doctor, what's his name? He mentions that to the kid.
Henry Wu. Yeah.
In Jurassic Park.
Grant
No,
to the little kid,
Grant
where he's
tells
like,
the
they
kid,
slash
he
open your
says,
belly.
Oh, right.
The kid
Yeah.
says, "Oh, so they're like oversized turkeys."
Yeah.
And Grant even tells the kid, like, "Oh yeah, there was speculation that these creatures had feathers and all that." Bro, that was in 1990 or 19 whatever the fuck Jurassic Park came out. And I think later,
1993.
I don't know
93,
if later on that the feathers it became like, okay, no, yeah, Velociraptors did have feathers.
Mhm.
I don't know how accurate that was, but Steven Spielberg had the Illuminati effect where he knew information before anybody else because
Yeah.
they mentioned that, bro. They mentioned that in the movies
Yep.
because the kid says, "Oh, so it's an oversized turkey," and it's like, oh,
Yeah. And there was speculation back then that they had feathers, but we didn't know for sure. And Alan Grant is actually based off of a real paleontologist that Steven Spielberg took a lot of inspiration from when he
Oh,
was
no
making.
way.
Yeah, so Alan Grant's Sam Neill's character, Alan Grant, is actually based off of a real life. He is no longer with us. I forget the name of his movie. He's also the I have the novel. Where's my Jurassic Park novel?
great
somewhere.
book. It was
See,
a book first.
When we talk Star Wars, Marvel, DC, I sleep. When we talk animals, hell yeah, bro.
I think it's fun to like. Don't get me wrong, dude. I fucking love Star Wars. That is like my main passion. I don't remember a time in my life when it didn't exist. But there's something about animals in general, of course, Zoo. But like, besides animal, like just bouncing around to other topics in general to see what, like y'all were talking about. I forget. We've kind of gone all over the place so far, but like. When y'all talk about something I don't know, like it's intriguing because I don't know about it. And like, even though I might not pick something up, I might learn something or just find it interesting. Like my buddy Hyperdrive, he collects G.I. Joes. I don't give a shit about G.I. Joe, to be quite honest with you. I have no connection or anything, but I think the figures look pretty cool. I respect the card back and the art and the engineering that goes in. I just respect the art and engineering that goes into a 6-inch 12 scale figure in general. So like, if I hear people talking about it, I'm going to listen no matter what because I find it interesting. Like, even if I don't pick it up or own it myself, I still find it, interesting personally.
Yeah,
but it's always nice to bounce to other things.
100%.
Do you know about Andy's dinosaur reviews?
I love his videos. Yeah,
I was going to recommend him if you didn't know him, but yeah, he's
love
great.
his video. Yeah, he's awesome,
YouTube?
man.
Is it
Yep,
Yeah,
YouTube.
he's a YouTuber. Yeah,
Zoo, I actually sent something in. Sorry, my bad, Alex. I sent something in private chat. You may want to check out Zoo.
Yes, I did. I clicked on that.
Okay, bet. All right, hell yeah. I was wrong.
Andy's
It's
what?
not Rex, but a type of Rex.
Yeah, this is. I'm not 100%. Is this a Rex based off King Kong?
It looks like it, dude. It almost looks like the V Rex, which
right. Yes.
Yeah. It's like got the interlocking teeth. It's very like alligator looking,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Based
$100, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You got me really hyped about these Raptors now, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. That makes me happy.
Because again, it was just like, I don't know, bro. There's just something about me as to where I just like completing a team.
Yeah.
So if it's not like, if we weren't going to get all 4 Raptors, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But like now that we are, I'm like, oh, bro, because I've been admiring this.
Plays with his toys? That's kind of lit. Underrated.
That's the Suko Mimus. That's an awesome figure. I own that figure. He's right up here as well. Now that was actually a pescivorious eater. They ate like fish and amphibians and eels and stuff.
The How Long Good 1/20th scale Stegosaurus. I had a
How Long Good is so hyped too.
Mesozoic Allosaurus to be compared with.
I don't know how I discovered. I think just looking up the PNSO figures because he reviews PNSO figures a lot.
The what? I'm sorry.
The PNSO, those are like the,
no, I'm kidding.
The really.
It's not easy.
I see what you're doing.
But fame has its
joking.
You know what, Cody? At some point, maybe we'll have to have like a Dino Talk figure talk stream on my channel at some point.
Zoo, I would, bro. Anytime, homie. For real.
Dante's discusses toys. It's toys. It's not just Star Wars.
Hell yeah, bro.
I know Monday night. I know they're big on Star Wars, but I know.
Yeah, luckily we've been talking about other stuff as well.
Things, yeah,
y'all have.
Because toys are not just one line.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be talking about these Raptors on Monday.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Love it, dude.
I'm Cody pilled now.
Let's
Hey, I love it, bro. I love it. Cody
Pill,
Pill.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
real quick. Let's talk, and not just because I don't think I love dinosaurs too, and I think I might pre-order something on Big Bad too.
I'm going to ask you. Awesome, man. Awesome.
These are peak, bro. Is this Qui-Gon the part of the 3-pack?
It is, and the reason I chose now the lightsaber color, we all know it's a little bit of a weaker, like watered down Mountain Dew color, not as vibrant as the original release.
For some reason, Obi-Wan's lightsaber is super blue.
Super blue, super like Jolly Rancher blue. For some,
yeah.
the lightsaber's been looking really like Luminara's super green. The way it Kelnaka super green, the way it catches the light, it like illuminates it. I love what they've been doing with sabers lately, but this Qui-Gon specifically, I know it is a dated figure. It's got pinned double jointed knees. Limited articulation in the elbows. I would love to see an updated, but this one does it for me, honestly. Qui-Gon's my favorite Jedi. I used
if
to have
Qui-Gon would have lived, would Anakin have turned?
No.
He wouldn't have.
100%. I agree.
No, 100. No doubt. No, zero doubt in my mind. Qui-Gon was the father figure that Anakin needed, and he would have been the person to talk to. He went to talk to Yoda. Shrugging him off. Tried to talk to Obi-Wan, shrugged him off. Tried to talk to Mate. Nobody listened to Anakin the way that Qui-Gon would have been able to.
100%.
100%.
If anybody's confused right now how we went from dinosaurs back to Star Wars,
Yeah.
these images real quick are Cody's top figures of the year. What he picked up. It doesn't mean that they were released in 2025. It just means that he picked them up this year. These are some of his favorite snags.
And I do want to clarify, like, now these I kind of went more so my personal rather than like the best, like, because dude, I could have went Sebulba or Luminara or Savage, of course. I have them right here on my desk, but I wanted to do something, some older figures that I just kind of wanted to revisit, and like this is Star Wars to me. I got my favorite Jedi and one of my favorite villains ever, and the Clone Wars Maul. It is not the best figure in the line by any means.
It's up there, though. It's dude, Clone Wars Maul.
It's awesome. You can get some cool poses.
I think it won Figure of the Year in 2022 for a lot of people when it came out. That was like,
I love it.
Peak,
it is probably if not my favorite figure, Black Series figure ever. It is probably in my top 5. I love it so much, and I know I'm a Maul simp. I love Maul, but man, I love the way this figure looks.
Yeah.
Minus there is parts of the articulation where he could have had some slightly different cuts, whatever. The shades of red on the head and the chest don't match, slightly different.
Yeah, but I try not to look at that.
Who the fuck? I don't fucking care, bro. It's fucking Clone Wars Maul, baby.
Bro, I agree. I think, Alex, you were saying a little bit earlier, similar comment to what I'm about to say, but now that we have fire versions of Maul from Phantom, Clone Wars, and Rebels, I feel like those are 3 of the best figures in the line, honestly.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I love all 3 of
100%
those.
based. 100%. Like, you can take all 3 of those versions of Maul and put them in a top 10 easily any day of the week.
Hell yeah.
At random.
And the best part is not only are they great figures, but I just love the design of all 3 of those outfits.
Yes.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, the paint.
Sick
Look at the
designs.
paint on all of them. They're cool. I'm sorry. Oh, got one too far.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
Oh no, don't look.
Everything is clean in all 3 versions. It's
man.
It's sick. Real quick, so yeah, these are a couple of Cody's other favorite figs. Tell us about these 2.
Yeah, man. Zuna, and so does Alex. We've been talking about McFarlane here and there the entire stream. That fire ass Superman, peak as the MNF boys would call it, peak.
Oh yeah.
And dude, to me, other than now, I like my all black Batman. Like 89 Batman is it for me, but there is something about the yellow and the gray and blue and the black and gray.
Classic.
This is like, it's just classic, bro. When I think
classic
Batman,
for us, because I don't think original Batman was ever black and gray.
No, right, correct.
But it's classic for me too, where it's like
yeah.
black and gray
It all depends.
Belt.
The way a lot of times it's like Spider-Man, how his outfit changes over time. Because originally the way Spider-Man was drawn, his costume was supposed to be black and red. It's just that because of the way the ink worked
yes,
and the shadings, that then it became blue and red, and then the actual costume was blue and red. So I would make the argument that it's the same thing with Batman, that his original was supposed to be black and gray.
Oh,
but then the shading makes it look blue, and then his outfit became actually blue.
Good point.
That's a good argument, bro.
Yeah. That's why Hulk was gray in the early comics, because the green wouldn't just show. It wouldn't show up in the paper.
Maybe.
Same way.
But yeah, I you can make the argument because of the shading, especially Todd McFarlane was big on that with Spawn. The original Spawn, a lot of people say it was black, it was blue. I don't know if you saw that 2-pack with Todd himself and the original one.
Yeah,
I do have that.
Oh, cool.
He's blue. He's blue. Spawn is blue, and a lot of there's an argument: was he black? Was he blue? Because the way you draw in comics and shading, it was like, oh wait,
that's why Dick has like blue hair, and stuff like that.
Blue.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good point.
Now let's talk about this. Go ahead.
No, I love this Batman. So when I think of Batman, this is what I see, other than like the black costume, like Keaton. But I do like I gotta say, man, since I've been gravitating towards McFarlane, look at that dude. I want that one too. I would love that variant.
You don't have this variant?
I don't have that one. No, this was this one that I have. I have a really. That's why I love finding stuff in the wild. I was with Mrs. Stone, my wife. We were at Target doing our thing. This was the last one, just laying on the shelf, like it was there waiting for me. And it was the last night. I remember grabbing it, and I was so happy and geeking about it. Wait,
everything's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know. No, it's totally true. Let's talk about this Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So before the stream started, I was talking to Cody a little bit about CT Toys, and first when he showed me this picture, it looked so good that I had to ask Cody. I'm like, hey Cody, is this the Mafex, the 185 comic version of Spider-Man? He's like, no, dude, that's a CT Toys. I said, what? Talk to me about CT Toys.
Okay, so CT has been doing a lot of great things lately. Now, I will say this is damn near identical to the Mafex. However, it is slightly scaled down, a little bit smaller than compared to the legit Mafex. And I got to be real with you, the joints are tight. They're really good, but they are a little squeaky. And the kneecaps and the elbow joints are a slightly different shade of blue, but you can't tell in the pictures at all. But even in person, you can barely tell until you like really look at it. Mm-hmm. The knee joints and the elbow joints are a slightly different shade of blue than the rest of the costume. But
do you have the figure there with you? Can you pull it?
I do have it actually. Yes, I do. So
let me make sure we see behind the knees too, and make sure that the.
Oh yeah, you want?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A little bit of Peter Parker, pumpkin eater. But I'm a big fan of these Mafex stands too.
Yeah, they're
style stand.
Yeah,
man, good support. Which this is a lighter figure, but I love this. Zoo's actually got me contemplating picking up that not Mafex, that Maximum Spider-Man. Honestly, but it looked awesome, man. I got to be real with you, Zoo. It looked great. But you can see, man, this is sculpted web lines, insane articulation here. You can see that, like, obviously, it does everything you want a Spider-Man figure to do. To me, this is like,
it looks sick, bro.
It's so much fun in hand, man. And this is Todd McFarlane looking as fuck, dude. This is 90s swimmer gymnastic build Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah. When did you get that? When did you order that?
So Nate from Out of the Basement is actually the one that got me started on CT Toys. He was showing off a brown and tan suit Wolverine. Hell, I'll just grab it real quick.
Hell yeah. See it. Zoo Boy, have you meddled with CT Toys by any chance?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either. I don't know what's holding me back. I don't know what it is.
I'm just happy with my Marvel Legends versions.
And the Marvel Legends are awesome.
If I was gonna get,
but look at that, dude. That looks pretty good.
I would just get, the Mafex Spider-Man if I wanted to. But I'm happy with my Maximum Spider-Man for now. Maybe one day I'd get it, but for now, I'm happy with my Maximum.
Yeah.
But I really like the claws on this CT, and Nate was actually showing this off on a lazy Sunday, and I literally bought it while I was watching Lazy Sun. This is like December of last year, dude, like a long time ago. And so I bought this up, like literally less than 20. This is like $22 right here. The Spider-Man.
Not anymore.
Not dude. This got this for $13. Now it's like up to $30-$40 now, even and not before the tariffs. Yeah. But these CT toys, man, I am super impressed for what they are and the price point, man. You cannot beat them, honestly, man.
Hell yeah.
Especially like in certain countries where certain figures are hard to get, and these are all that some people that have available to them. This is a lot for people that can't find figures, in certain countries, man. Again, being able to, and shout out to Action Display who made my logo for me. He actually does a great job covering CT toys. So if you are interested in this CT Toys Spider-Man or CT in general, highly recommend checking out Action Display, man. These are just CT's doing great things, man. I love the big eyes on here and the sculpted web lines. It really just takes it to another level, man.
This does look pretty good, bro. It looks badass. That looks sick.
Awesome, man.
What's up with this, man? Look at this.
So I actually found that couch. I was with Mrs.
That couch
Stone.
looks awesome.
It's really fun, man. My wife is like my best friend. So
they're supposed to be. That's why we married them.
So bro. She keeps me sane. Thank fucking God. Because I would be a menace to fucking society without her, probably.
Nah, but in your core, I think you would be. You'd still have that. She just makes you a little bit better. Yeah,
absolutely, man.
This is an amazing fantasy Spider-Man.
Yes, dude. That is, in my opinion, and this was gifted to me by my buddy Hyperdrive Collections.
It is
probably my favorite Spider-Man that I have.
Bro, the eyes, bro. It looks
man.
Zoo, do you have this?
Yes, and not only do I have this one, I also have this was repainted in the red and blue colors.
Yeah. Oh, you have the Amazing Friends?
Hell yeah.
Yes, and that's the one that I was showing you before that I had right behind me.
How much do you want for that?
Bruh.
Bro, that's the only Spider-Man I'm missing. I love it.
All right, Cody, I need to know, bro. Where the hell did you get this couch? Because I need this.
Okay, so the couch, dude. This is actually really cool. I was with my wife, Mrs. Stoned, and we were at Hobby Lobby, dude. This was $11.
No.
And bro, I had Deadpool sitting on it with Wolverine, and I was going to put him in his lap.
$100 for that custom.
Yeah, bro, dude, $10, and it came with a little ottoman.
I'm going tomorrow.
It's like actually cushiony too, guys. Like it's really fucking. They had it like near the dollhouse section and shit, dude. But like this is actual wooden legs. The bottom is very nicely sewed.
And what other things did they have?
Oh, dude! Oh my God! They had like fucking. They had fucking wheelbarrows. Fucking dude. They had like little soda can pop bottles. They had all kind of shit, dude. It was crazy. My buddy Timbo, he's actually building me a after ICC. I'm commissioning him to make a piece for me. It's really cool, like alleyway scene, and I want to get it for when I get my Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again and John Bernthal Punisher. And the way he sets up the lights, dude, and he does the graffiti, the side wall, like it's amazing fucking work what he does. But he's actually gonna be commissioning me a piece after
because I'm looking for something like that.
So he's cutting me a little bit of a deal. I don't want to say his. So he.
Yeah. I got you.
I don't know what he would charge normally for that, but I know he's cut me a pretty good deal. I will say it's. He's giving it to me for less than 100. I will say that, but for anybody, I'm not sure what he would charge. Like the average, like someone else,
Ask him and let me know what the normal price would be because I'm actually trying to look. I'm trying to do more action figure photography. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. I've been taking pictures of a little bit more of my action figures. Here, let me
man.
Let me glaze myself.
If you go to Timbo Toys Instagram, bro, you can actually see what it looks like.
Yeah, I see all this stuff. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that he might not have he's got one where he sent me a day shot and one where he sent me a night shot, and he's actually got lights fused into it. And dude, it looks fucking phenomenal, man. It looks so good.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to get into action figure photography.
So yeah, I will definitely. If you let me know what he says, let me know, and we'll find something out. Well, yeah,
Yeah, for
dude,
sure, man.
it's sick. I love that.
Yeah, this is one of my
It
favorite
is.
articulated Spider-Mans, dude. It's just so much fun.
Dude, if you think that's badass, wait, just wait until you get your hands on.
Oh, dude, yep. Zoo had when Zoo was showing his off, I was kind of like, and that
Bro.
clothes that Coffee put it in just looked epic.
I'm waiting to do an official review.
Yeah, I will definitely watch it,
Bro,
man.
everybody, not a single person, even those hater reviewers of Hasbro, everybody loves this fucking figure. The only thing they're upset at is the price. But everybody
Yep.
is like, this is a fucking amazing action figure. So
Robo's the one that got me really hyped for it, honestly. I've been watching a lot of Robo stuff, and like I said, I'm new to the hobby earlier in the stream, so like I didn't grow up watching Robo like some of y'all did, but I just love his energy, man. Like he's just
Robo's
very
that guy.
entertaining.
Yeah,
He's just
the
cool, man. I just fuck with him. He seems humble.
He's an awesome
I
guy.
just like him, man. I like his energy.
Yeah, he's a great guy for sure. Cody, was that it for your figs?
Yeah, dude, that was pretty. I was trying to keep it somewhat like short and limited because when you start asking about people's favorites, it's just like, and obviously that was just like what I've gotten this year. My favorite.
Every day it changes. Every day you can walk into your toy room and be like,
and feel different.
I like this today, and yeah,
Yep.
100%. Cody,
Absolutely.
real quick, what's one figure that you're looking forward to get that's releasing this year?
Besides the Hammond Collection Stego and Spino, I'm gonna do something a little bit different than what I would normally say, and it's not just because Zoo's on stream. I think I'm gonna say Beast Boy from McFarlane, man. Like I said, I've really been.
I'm hyped for that too.
Yeah, man. I really want like some kind of Teen Titan representation. I have obviously it's not Teen Titan representation, but like I have a Robin, a Starfire. I would like to get a Cyborg, I want to get all those characters in some kind of representation, even if it's not fucking TV series representation. You know, I just want the characters
100%.
myself. You know.
Now, are you a big Teen Titan fan? Like, did you grow up watching Teen Titans, or is it the comics, or what appeals to you?
Yeah, so I grew up watching it with my brother on Cartoon Network, and it was just, like I was always Batman, and like knowing that Robin was his protege, and Robin was always like, he was just like Batman. He's the kid without the powers and the enhancements, yet he's the one leading the team and taking the charge. Like, I just, like I said, just grew up watching Teen Titans, and it's something I always think about my brother when I see Robin, and
Nice.
yeah, man, I just fucking, and it also, dude. Teen Titans, like there's so many like
Super underrated.
They're so good. Like they actually have like they talk about race and shit. Like it's so good.
But Teen Titans changed though. It became more animated. I guess they were trying to go for a younger crowd.
Yeah,
when it became like the kids and all that,
it was funny. It
was funny. It was cool, but I like
not the old school,
darker Teen Titans.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it though, man. Yeah,
good list. I have a pretty not super kind of extensive. I'm looking around. I'm gonna go quick. As you guys know, I love collecting all these different lines. I'm gonna go with my favorite Black Series first, and it's gonna be, everybody knows, Shakti, absolute banger. I think this is what the Black Series is capable of doing, and I'm actually very hopeful to see what they have in the future. In that same Luminara as well, I think they absolutely kill it.
Yep,
they killed it with this. Just a detail in everything. This is exactly what I want the Black Series team to do. And remember I was telling you about how I'm big on, mixing the plastic with the fabric, but this works. I'm totally cool with this. Two figures that actually did not come out this year that I opened this year that I think are phenomenal. I absolutely love this. Wicket
Hell
That,
yeah.
that is an awesome figure. It's got some
Yes.
good paint on it. Yeah, man. Awesome
I'm gonna be
skull.
honest with you, Cody. I didn't pick this up originally because I was like, I didn't see the value.
I'm not
because
paying
I was like,
$25 for this
thing-
fucking.
yeah, bro. I was like, there's no way this thing is the size of like a nut. Look at that. Look how small that shit is, bro.
Yeah.
But
Yo,
I was like,
Yeah.
how important
A
like
nut.
it is to fucking Return of the Jedi and
Yeah,
the whole
man.
Endor. I have a whole little Endor.
Hell
set.
yeah, dude.
Second is gonna be, and a lot of people are gonna be, and I know Zoo. You've made some comments on Obi-Wan before, and it makes my blood boil because I love Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's one of my favorite characters. I opened this year, and this is a phenomenal likeness. I know it has like the rosy cheeks.
Alex,
actually,
that's
mine
your
doesn't go-
ass, bro.
No,
I'm
bro.
kidding, I'm just
The articulation is ass.
Yeah.
I don't need this to articulate crazy. This
Yeah.
to me is
It looks cool, man.
oh man, I love this. I love this.
That's awesome, man.
So those two I
That's a good
opened up this
likeness.
year. Some of my favorite Black Series are going to be. I already showed Princess Leia from A New Hope. I think the Black Series absolutely knocked it out of the park with this.
Yeah, man.
She is exactly what you need her to be.
Yep.
Action figure form.
bro, where's
This
her
is-
blaster?
It. I don't have her with her blaster. I have her with R2 in the display.
Oh, okay.
This is exactly what I wanted for a Princess Leia. Unfortunately, Luke didn't come out, Farm Boy Luke, the way this came out, but it's okay.
Hell no,
Uh,
didn't.
No,
Bro,
and we
got
can
it.
we can
That
do
shit hurt me,
full
bro.
fucking- yeah, that should suck.
I was so bummed.
One to Doug, boy.
This
Gotta
is
give
an
it to Doug.
Obi-Wan is a myth. How dare you,
No.
sir? How dare you?
no, we can't talk about Obi-Wan like that. I think this is arguably one of the best, not just Black Series
Yes, sir.
action figures of 2025. I
Bro,
think
how does he hold his accessories? Because for me, he barely holds them. They're so
he
loose.
barely holds them.
Time.
So what I do is
Long time.
let me shove it in his hand
There you
forcefully.
go.
I haven't fought with his axe much. I have him with his saber, to be honest. I haven't even.
Listen, Cody, this would have been probably figure of the year
Yeah.
if this had paint.
Possible.
If this
Oh,
had
oh
paint.
yeah, dude.
Bro,
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine this camera actually getting this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's a little
Bro,
crazy. Yeah.
It looks so jarring. How does this not have any paint and this has paint
Yeah.
all over?
Yeah.
So I display him
You're
with his
spitting, bro.
axe. I usually have it Zoo like kind of like that, and then he's
That looks
posted
good.
up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Savage Opress is a top figure of the year. On top of that, bro, I don't know
That
what it is
dude,
with alien
That
figures.
shit, dude.
Bro,
Yes.
the hey, I'm gonna go back to engineering. The way that
So- yeah.
how he can stand on his
Yep.
two front arms or whatever the hell they are, and the detail that they do on I cannot wait if they do a Watto. I know they're gonna fucking kill it,
Spit, dude.
bro.
I'm a Todarian. My
Yeah.
tricks don't work on me. Only money. Dude, I want Watto. That is probably my most wanted from Phantom Menace, or just in general, top 10. You were spitting facts, bro.
100%. And then for figures in general, I'm gonna be quick with this. I collect a little bit of everything, so hopefully chat is cool with this. I picked up this Red Hulk to Marvel Select, and I
Oh,
think
sure.
Marvel Select is the best bang for your buck that you can get.
Okay.
I love big figures. I love how this is the Marvel Legends. This is Marvel
Oh,
Select.
damn. Yeah, bro.
I'm sure that the Marvel Legends. I don't have the Marvel Legends Red Hulk, but it's smaller than this. But I love. What is this? $30. 30. Look at the paint.
Isn't
Yeah.
Red Hulk bigger than Hulk? Which I know in the comics, like Hulk would grow bigger and bigger, but like, isn't Red Hulk slightly bigger than the Green Hulk? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, bro. I could be wrong.
I mean, you could be right. I don't know if that is the case, but dude, I love this. A couple of figures that I picked up also, that I opened this year, and this was one of them.
Ooh, I wish I picked that one up.
Bro, I'm a huge X-Men animated series
Hell
and
yeah.
Spider-Man. And this came with a lot of what is it called? Weapons, hands, a different head sculpt. This is, if it had a little bit of a wash, it would be, Apocalypse would be absolutely sick.
He was a Build-A-Figure too, was he not? At some point in time?
Yes, back in the day, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Titania, I think this was an awesome release.
She looks cool.
They absolutely killed it with this one. Yes, I think she looks phenomenal.
What does she do, Alex?
What do you mean? In what sense?
Like, what are her powers?
I think she's just like super strong. She goes against She-Hulk.
Okay.
And they made her a little bit more reserved. Usually in the comics, you see this layer. I'm not gonna touch her boobies, but you see how like her layer, her light pink layer, that normally wouldn't be there.
Okay, gotcha, man.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm okay with it. And this, I don't know what it is. I love big things in my hands, and
that dude, that's nasty, bro. That was getting kinky, bro.
Big boobies and big toys. So,
yes, sir,
bro. This Hulkbuster, absolutely awesome, bro. If you guys were able to find this for below retail or even retail, look, and this is a Marvel Legends. This is a Marvel Select. Marvel Select is usually way bigger. Look how they size up.
It's funny you say that because I've literally almost gotten the Marvel Select Colossus so many times. I've seen where people like,
I had
down his thigh. Do you really?
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
I know he's a little bit bigger than, and I know Alex can't hear me. I know typically like Alex just said, the Marvel Selects kind of scale up slightly from Marvel Legends, but their Colossus looks so good. Oh, he got that Juggernaut too, bro. Oh, can you hear me, Alex?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to have the headphones on to hear me. But yeah, man, I've been I seen that Hulkbuster at one of my local comic shops, and I was like, damn, that thing is pretty fucking sweet, man. That thing's huge.
All right, so real quick, I love Marvel Select Pro, their paint apps. I love what they do.
Yeah.
So this is the Marvel Select Colossus.
Yeah, dude. That looks so that's like comic perfect fucking Colossus right there, dude.
This is the Marvel Legends. It's smaller.
It actually is a way smaller than I thought, to be honest.
But the paint apps are way better here, but this is way better articulation.
Way more fun,
I actually got this first. And then I ended up getting the 2-pack. I don't know if you guys saw that this 2-pack released recently, and they sold out really quick. It was a 2-pack.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
So I will say they look different, but they still have some sort of similarities, right? They still look right? The Marvel Select and the Marvel Legends look way different, even though they have the same costume. So look how animated this looks. Look at the detail on the Juggernaut. Bro, the face.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. The texture on the shirt too, man.
And this is the Marvel Legends one, which is good. It also comes with a
I fuck with the Marvel Legends one still. Yeah,
dude, I picked it up for a reason. I picked this up first. This is $30. This thing weighs a ton. If I drop this right now, I'm gonna wake up my neighbors. This has way better articulation for sure.
Yeah,
I love Colossus. I love Juggernaut. I love hefty action figures. I feel like I get my money's worth.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
This is $30, and it comes with a stand. It comes with different hands. It comes with a different helmet. This is the Marvel Select. So if you're ever thinking about picking them up, I would say, especially right now, because it seems like Marvel Select or Diamond Select they're in bankruptcy or something's going on. So I still love this one. This looks like the animated series one. So I keep this with my animated X-Men 97 and all that.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then real quick, another figure that I really enjoyed this year was the NECA Shredder 2 came out. It was this one. This actually
Oh,
is
yeah.
part of the comics, and I also the cartoon one, which I haven't opened, in the OG colorway with the gray. So this one. So I love
Nice.
these.
I like the
Yeah.
gray one.
Yeah, the gray one is like the most like the one that you see more often, but the Archie comics, that's the one.
Yeah,
the
that
blue
one's
one.
got like yeah. It's
And
blue
then
for a
real quick, it's I can't, I picked these. I haven't opened them, so it was like kind of cheating. There's a couple of figures that I'm very excited about. Eventually talking about this Marvel Legends. I mean the Maximum Spider-Man. I cannot wait to open this, play with this.
Hell yeah, dude.
As well as I mentioned earlier, the Captain America. I still have to open this, play with it, because every Marvel Legend, any type of Marvel collection, you need a Captain America. I also have the symbiote Spider-Man. I'm
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
displaying it with the eyes that are kind of clenched a
Yeah.
little bit, like it just gives me more of the Secret Wars comic cover.
I was going to ask you which Captain America alt head are you going to use the smiling face or the more grit and teeth look? I really like that alt head for the Captain America, bro.
So honestly, my collection, most of all of my characters are serious. They have a serious look to them, and Captain America being like the leader, he's probably gonna be displayed with that like look, like that serious look. So I'm probably gonna display him with the second
Yeah.
head sculpt, even though I really like the smiling. It's probably gonna be
Smiling
it-
looks good.
it's actually two very different ones. It's either smiling. It's not. There's no stoic look. I feel like Marvel Legends is big on
Yeah.
stoic, just kind of like blank looks.
Right.
Another one that I cannot wait to open, and I was mentioning about the dioramas because I got this 2-pack. Highly recommend this, dude. This Punisher, a lot of people are glazing over.
Yeah, man.
It's just it's not completely accurate to like the comic version because he's wearing
Yeah.
all black and the skull is white.
Yeah.
In the comic version, he had his white boots and his white, I think, gloves.
Yeah.
But it's still a badass. And last but not least, I mentioned this on one of my other streams, and I haven't opened it yet. Is the Mezco Doctor?
Ooh,
Octopus.
nice.
Bro. This thing, I already looked at it because I had to look at the head sculpts. I'm very anal about fucking paint apps and making sure that everything looks fucking pristine.
Right.
So I already opened him and took a look at him, and he looks like he might be my favorite fig of the year.
Damn, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. So those are I know it's a big list, but those are my favorite figs of the year so far.
Damn
and that's
straight,
actually
dude.
being a little bit more conservative when it comes to my collecting because I'm not like going totally
That
hard.
Mezco Octopus was sick, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, so before, because I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately, I would love
Yeah.
to keep going
No,
longer. I
we're
don't know what
actually gonna
y'all.
call it a night soon.
Cool, man. When are we gonna we serious about this Dino Animal Talk, boys?
Yeah, bro, that'd be fun.
Yeah, y'all let me know about that because I'd for real be down for that, man.
Yeah, maybe sometime after ICC, kind of, I'll pick up the JP3 Raptors.
Yeah, dude.
I might pick up one,
things
at
settle
least
down.
one, just to go with my T-Rex up there. So I actually might pick
Yeah.
up. What would you say would be the most iconic of the two?
I would say JP1 is
Probably.
because
Yeah.
they're JP1 Raptors are just that's one of the most iconic designs in film.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
amazing.
And the JP3 Raptors, just specifically, like I had a weird nostalgia for the male Raptor with the whiskers. I thought that looked so cool as a
I
kid.
love that too.
Yeah, so like they're definitely a different style and pattern, whereas the JP3 is just like a more I like the more natural, like earthy tone look, full tone look of the. It's just a classic, iconic look, man. But I think you definitely need at least one Nanmu, dude. At least just to get like a taste, you know.
I will say real quick before we end, it's midnight now on the East Coast, and Hasbro has said now that Black Series, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, the new price is $29.99. So luckily, they're not going above 30 because I feel like that would be a hard sell for collectors. And TPC is $21.99. Which
Where did
honestly,
you see this, bro?
That's just too much. I just saw a picture around
on Instagram.
Fuck. I would send it to you, bro, but my phone was dead.
Come on, Zoo, give the deets, give the deets. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he doesn't want to burn his connect. I get it. I would do the same. You stay loyal. I get it. I wouldn't burn anybody either.
No. I'm serious, bro. Look, phone is dead.
Yeah, phone is dead.
Oh yeah, he's right too.
Nah, I'm joking. Guys, real quick, before we call it, Cody, thank you so much. Zoo, I really appreciate you guys being here on a Thursday. I know it's a little bit random, but thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
What I want to do with my channel is talk to as many people from the community as I can, even if you have different things that you collect and why you started collecting. Why is it that we're crazy about plastic and this brings us some sort of joy that we didn't have before. So I really appreciate your input. Guys, please give Stoned Mandalorian a follow. Zoo Boy, if you don't already.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned. I'm sure we're gonna have you guys back in the stream.
Awesome,
sooner rather than later. Any final words? Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Right before the stream, before I said I was watching Doctor Who with my family, but before that, right after dinner, if anyone saw, if you bought something on the Disney store on May 4th, and I pre-ordered the new Star Speeder, they sent you.
Did you get it for real?
Yeah, because it wasn't limited, so it's available.
I sold out so quick, bro.
No, it didn't. It was still the new one, the 1000.
Yeah, the red one.
No, I saw that like the day.
Dude, that might be today because it was on sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you got anything from the store, so I got that. They sent you a free gift of a Lego Millennium Falcon. So
oh, shit, that's badass. That's cool.
For free? A little Falcon like that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Free nowadays, bro. I'll take a handy for free.
Yeah. So I built that. That was cool. But yeah, that's all I got to say.
Absolutely. Cody, anything you want to add?
Real quick, I did want to just going off the whole Disney shop thing. I seen like all the Revenge of the Sith merch dropping, and they have some Revenge of the Sith. I love my Crocs, dude. Like I'm in South Carolina. That's like the international shoe down here. Zoo Boy knows he's Florida. We're pretty close. I know Alex is a Cali boy, but
hey, I got something good going on too.
Global, baby, yeah.
Yes,
sir.
I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Coffee wear actual shoes.
What does he wear?
He always wears like slides. You know?
They're comfortable, man.
I've never seen him wear shoes.
They're just so comfortable.
Fuck, I just knocked over something. I don't know.
Oh, and we didn't get it on camera. God damn it!
Chuck.
It was off camera anyway.
Oh!
Knock it over again, Zoof. You won't.
Well, you know when it starts getting hot a little bit, like the plastics in your fingers will start to look. I actually, funnily enough, my Mandalorian section, I had a little one of my Dark Troopers. I guess the heat loosened the plastic, so they like started leaning forward, and I had But I want to get those Revenge of the Sith fucking Crocs, man. But my buddy Connor, he's gonna snag them for me. But I kind of have a big foot. I wear like a size 12, 13, and all I have is 10s. I was like, fuck, god damn it. I want to. They look so cool. Oh my god, dude.
Hey yo,
your boy wears size 13. I'm a size 10.
God. You know what? You know what the big shoe means, right?
Yeah,
big socks, baby. Right, yes, sir. Yeah, buddy. But no, man. Dude, Alex, thank you so much for having me on the stream, man. Zoo Boy, really cool talking to you, man. Always love talking about animals. So yeah, man, I love doing this. Like you said, man, I look forward to talking to more people in the community. That's kind of like what me and my buddy Howard have been doing. We've been inviting on as many people as we can to jump on, and whoever wants to talk, you don't even have to make content, man. We talk to anybody, and just trying to help support and grow other people like my buddies Jacob, Brian. I'm probably missing quite a few names, but just shout out to everybody in chat who hung out with me, Zoo, and Alex tonight. Shout out to Alex for inviting me and Zoo on. I'm constantly uploading. And I get action figure reviews aren't for everybody. Obviously, like, oh, the articulation, the knee bends, this. So that's not for everybody, and I get it. But so I try to post some stuff other than just reviews. But I appreciate everybody who does watch my reviews. It means a lot to me. And also my other like topic content and the streams and such. So Yeah, always. I'm always talking about action figures on my channel. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. Just be on the McFarlane, DC. I kind of do a little bit of everything, but just thank you everybody for the support. Alex, thank you again, man. Zoo, awesome talking to you. That's all I got, man.
Absolutely. And if you guys are going to tune in, you can catch Zoo Boy on Mondays, Monday Night Figure Ball at 8:15 Eastern.
The Yap of Us on Tuesdays.
The Yap of Us
Yeah.
on Tuesdays as well. He's going to be talking about The Last of Us. And then you can catch Cody on Stoned Mando. He usually streams live on Saturdays. All right, guys?
Like
Thank
really
you so much for tuning in, guys. It was a great stream. For those of you guys that stayed the whole 3 hours and 40 minutes, Bobcat, you're one of the OGs. I really appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Thank you guys so much. All right.
Later, everybody. And the force be with you.
Force be with you guys. Bye.
Bye.